Testing. Is everybody here? Well, nobody's here yet, but that's okay. We are live for Mariners and Yankees game number 3 of a 3-game set here in the Bronx. Thank you. I've got some new subs, so thank you. Last night, my post-game rant apparently resonated with a lot of people, and it was just time. It was time to unleash the fury of the of what I felt about this team. So just gonna put this on the Twitter really quickly here. Give me just a minute. Not that there's anybody in here at the moment, but hopefully we will get some people in here soon. Let me just. It's weird clicking on the my own links. Looks like we got someone in here. Welcome in. Yankees Mariners game 3. I feel like I don't have the energy left for after my rant last night to get too mad today. So this should be a pretty calm stream here. Brian Wu on the hill. We will get into the lineups in just a second here. Animal Sanctuary's in the house. What is up, my man? Welcome in. I appreciate your support as always. So welcome in. Stephen Miller. Yeah, weird lineup today. Welcome in, man. Good to see you as always. And just kind of what's going on with JP being out. Not much to, I don't think there's anything to really get at with that. It just is what it is. And trying to mix it up, spark something. I'm not big on lineup construction, to be honest. It just comes down to these guys got to hit. Guys got to hit. We'll go over the lineups here real quick. Speaking of them, starting with the visiting Seattle Mariners, Jared Kelenic is going to lead off and play left field. He'll be followed by Julio Rodriguez batting second, playing center. Ty France will bat third and play first base. You think we're going to win, Ethan? You got a chance. I think they have a chance to do it. Brian Woo's looked really good his last few times out, so I think it's possible. I'd be lying if my belief in this team was very high right now, just to be honest. So, I don't think they do, but I think they have a chance. I think if Brian Wu looks as sharp as he did the last couple games, I think they could. Teoscar Hernandez will bat fourth and play right field. Cal Raleigh will bat fifth and do the catching. Eugenio Suarez bats sixth and is at third base. Mike Ford bats seventh as the DH. Jose Caballero will bat eighth and is the shortstop. Colton Wong will bat ninth and play second. Welcome in, William. Good to see you. Stream right before the game, then you'll stream with Rooftop. Me and Rooftop might do a post game today. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. Sometimes after these, I'm just drained, and then I got to get to my family and hang out with them for a little bit. So we may do a post game. Depends on kind of how the game goes. If it's some crazy game, we may. It just depends on how drained I am. Welcome in, William. Welcome in, Ethan. I don't think we will win whatsoever. I love the optimism. I don't blame you. This team has not shown a lot of reason for us to be confident. How can we be? How can we be confident right now? Can they win? Yeah, absolutely. They're capable. I said before, this is not a bad baseball team. It's just they're mediocre, and we thought this could be a team that could compete for the division. And this is a big game. If they can win, they're 4 back in the wild card. That's not great, but I think with everything going on with this team, if they're 4 back, I think we'd all say, okay, we'd take it. But if they lose 6 games back, I don't know. I don't know if that's anything that they can come back from it without having just some sort of massive turnaround, essentially. So just checking, making sure everything went through on Twitter. It did not. I hate Twitter sometimes. Twitter's probably like my least favorite app. I'm trying to get off of it more just because it's just toxic. But it's like where I get most of my Mariners updates from is on Twitter, from the beat writers and everything. Of course, it didn't go through. Post-game service beat down courtesy of Rooftop. Let's see some comments here. Nice to see a nice little shame. Yeah, I'm with you. Flick of the switch. Yeah, I'm with you. Whatever it takes, right? At this point, courtesy. Yeah, Rooftop's a little more critical of service than I am. And he makes some great points. I get where people are frustrated with Scott. I'm not quite as there. To me, baseball managers are kind of all the same. They're all they're all old school catchers. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think you're going to get anybody different in here. And until these hitters hit better, unless that's Scott's fault, which maybe it is, but they were good last year with Scott. So, and then the notion that they're losing close games, if we're going to blame Scott, then does he get credit for it last year? Like, I don't think he had any magic for it last year, but I don't think he's doing anything wrong this year necessarily. Stefan, there's a rumor that the Cardinals, and it's so, for me, like, I don't know if this team's going to buy or sell. Like, there is some interesting things they could do at the Cardinals. Listen, the Mariners are in a tough spot because I think they can compete next year, even if they don't win this year. I think the core is there. I don't think they need to blow this up. So maybe you do go out and buy. Maybe you could get a Paul Goldschmidt and move Ty to DH and do something like that. So would be interesting to see. Jerry works out some weird trades, so we will see what happens there. Traded Gino. Oh boy, rough. Who's Carson Wentz? Well, that was last year's man, so I'm assuming he was on the Commanders, but I don't think Carson Wentz has a team anymore right now. Somehow I'm on Bank of America's Twitter. Don't know how I got there. I'm just trying to make sure my link went up. It did not. Did it save it into the tweets? Like I said, Twitter is like just a cesspool of. Do I have any drafts here? Oh, let's see. No, I don't even have that. Sorry, guys. I'm just working on getting this into Twitter. Do I want the Twitter people here? I don't know. So, whatever. People can find it if they want to find it. So that's whatever. But yeah, I think the Cardinals have some interesting pieces. It just depends on what this team wants to do. They could be kind of, I wouldn't be shocked if the Mariners kind of do what they did in 21, depending on what happens here as we get to the trade deadline. I could see them as kind of half buyers, half sellers. I could see them selling off some pieces, but I could also see them going in and getting additional pieces as well. This point trades on how. Yeah, could not agree more. Could not agree more with that. In terms of this year, it's not going to matter if the core. I think everybody in here agrees with that. I think, I know all of you guys pretty well. We've all had conversations. I think at some point, I think we're all kind of, I think everybody, even like, I know Rooftop's a little more critical of Scott, but I think he would agree the same thing. Until this core plays better, it just doesn't matter. And that's kind of where I'm at in Scott, to be honest. But I do think there are some things where this team has some pieces it could sell. Teoscar Hernandez, maybe Paul Sewald. And then, some pieces it could add. It could go get a Paul Goldschmidt. It could go get someone like that, a Jonathan India, whoever it may be, and kind of add, trade away, get some prospects, but also add some players as well. Well, Fredo, welcome in, my man. Is Bryson Wu our best pitcher? No, I don't think he is. He might be right now, though. He's certainly pitching the best. I would still say pound for pound. I went off on him last night, but I would still say Luis Castillo is probably the best. George Kirby's got like the best pinpoint control. Logan's, trusted, solid. And then Bryce and Brian are kind of still a little unknown. But yeah, right now, Brian Wu might be throwing the best. No doubt there. First, third, second, all need quality starters. William, are you talking about for the Mariners or just for like playoff teams looking for pitchers? Are you talking about the Mariners needing first, second, third base? So I wasn't sure if we would make that as a list or I can't speak today, or like an order there. Infield. Yeah, infield. Yep. I agree. I think you could make a case you could upgrade over Ty. I'm not against Ty being on this team, but maybe move him to DH. Not that he's not a bad first baseman, but something, or get a DH and Ty can stay at first, whatever it may be. Second base, yeah, I'm not sold on Caballero as the everyday answer. Caballero would be fine as the everyday second baseman if this lineup was stacked, but it's just not. So if you can look to upgrade at second, and right now third is a big issue. It is. Gino's been rough. I could see a second half surge, but even then, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Wu most informed. Yeah, I would say right now probably. I would still, like I said, I'd still go Castillo if you had a playoff game tomorrow, but Wu's pitching the best. And maybe Bryce, actually, his last two starts were really good. Yeah, Ty DH, or you go get the first baseman and, get a DH Ty first, whatever it may be. Like I said, I'm not against Ty, but I don't think Ty France hitting third is what's best for this team. I think he needs to be down the line. Home with Dylan. Dylan Moore, unfortunately, not in the lineup today, even though he did homer yesterday. We may see him as a pinch hitter, though, if a lefty reliever comes in. Cobby, good. But yeah, exactly. I see Caballero as kind of the 26th man. He can play everywhere on the infield. I think that's great to have. You need that type of player. So I think that he's perfect in that role. I don't know about him as an everyday second baseman, though. I don't. Again, if this lineup was stacked, then I'd say, yeah, whatever, he can hit ninth, he's fine. But as everyday second baseman, I'm not positive. Dylan Moore, I like D-Moore. I like Demo. I'm a Demo fan as well. He's kind of in that same vein with Caballero, kind of the perfect 26 man, and their versatility is really good as well. The manimal. There it is, just for everyone to see. It looks like we're about, I think first pitch is 4:05. So actually, we should be at about first pitch here. Yankee Stadium always seems to be a couple minutes late. Domingo Germán taking the mound for the Yankees. We went over the Mariners lineup, but here it is again. Jared Kelenic will lead off all by Julio, Ty France. Teoscar Hernandez bats fourth. Cal Raleigh, the catcher, bats fifth. Eugenio Suarez, third baseman, is sixth. Mike Ford will DH and bat seventh. Caballero will play short for the injured J.P. Crawford and bat eighth. Colton Wong will bat ninth and play second. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why Colton Wong's still on this roster. I think that's why he's still there, is because for that very reason. I think they like that idea of having someone lefty that can play second base. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to put this on Twitter. I know I said I was hesitant to do it. If you're new here, please hit the like button if you just came in, and hit that subscribe button for me as well. I think everybody in here is definitely subbed. But if you are not, please hit that sub button, and please hit the like button as well. It just helps get it out to more people. See if I can actually get this on Twitter. I'm missing the Yankees defense. Oh, well. Looks like my tweet. Was it sent? Yes, it was. Perfect. Twitter is so weird for me when it's like not in there. Let's see. I want Jared K. Munoz or Seawald. I'd like to see him get in the game. Who do you think makes the All-Star game for me? That's a good one. Honestly, it's kind of said there's not a lot of great options. Oh, is that what you're talking about? William, you were answering that question. Sorry, I didn't even see that. I would say Kirby. Munoz has missed a lot of time. I agree. I don't think it'll be him. Kirby, Castillo are probably the best bets. Here we go. Jared Kelenic is in the box, and the first pitch from Domingo Germán is a strike, but it's called a ball. As Rooftop would say, that's a +1, but I'm not going to argue it. Let me edit this as Germán steps in here for the 1-0 pitch to Jared. And a swing and a miss at 93. Germán shut down the Mariners in his last start. He started game 1 of that series in Seattle. Nope. It's 1-1 to Jared Kelenic. And not sure what's going on. Kelenic and the home plate umpire having a discussion. It looks peaceful. All these signals now, I don't know what they mean. Did Kelenic belt come off or something? Yeah, he's readjusting his belt. I don't know what. Problem is these umps have all these hand signals now. I don't know what any of them mean anymore, unfortunately. The ump went like this. I don't know what this means. I'm lost on these terminologies. It's not the timeout. Kelenic's jersey's still sticking out of his pants there. I don't know if the belt's loose or something. He signals my bad to Germán. I don't know if that was his timeout or what, but it's 1-1. And he takes inside. Did he go? I don't know what Phil Cuzzy said because I don't have the volume on. It is a ball. 2-1 to Jared Kelenic. Kelenic 2 for 5 career against Germán. Here's the 2-1. And that is a ball that's called a strike. 2-2. We are off to a great start here, although technically even. The Mariners got the first pitch, and the Yankees got that one. Umps off to a great start, as always. But the count is where it should be, 2-2. Here's Germán's 2-2 to Jared. That is a obvious strike 3. I'm not sure what Kelenic was looking at there. Strike 3 called. So, great start for the Mariners offense. I'm not sure what. Obviously, Kelenic's sitting on something else. Germán missed his spot badly. Higashioka was set up high. Miss low. Yeah, starting with the standard K consistency. You know what we're getting from the Mariners. You know, there's no sugarcoating anything here. Here comes Julio Rodriguez. Actually, Herman wasn't that great. He got 4 runs and 6 in the third, 3 walks, 4 Ks last start against the Mariners. For some reason, I felt like he did better than that. Julio swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Don't surprise us and score like 10 runs today, Mariners, please. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Julio 0 for 6 in this series. Julio calls time. That whatever you do, Mariners, don't put up a bunch of runs and just give us hope. That would just be the worst thing ever. Maybe it would be. So maybe they know us. Julio steps in. The 0-2 from Herman to Julio is way outside 1-2. I believe Julio homered off Herman in that game in Seattle. Julio steps back in the box. I have not called a road win in live streams this year. Hopefully that changes. I'll get to all the comments in just a second. The 1-2. Julio line drive, base hit into left field. So 1 out single for Julio Rodriguez. Nice piece of hitting. And the Mariners have 1 on with 1 out. Yeah, I agree. It's like it's so tough with Julio because part of what makes him great is that approach. He's aggressive, but you can see where it's just when he's not on fire, it's just frustrating because it's just hack. 50 plays at least amount of pitch. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that. And again, like it's part of his game. I don't want a player to change their game, but never mind. Right? You know what, William? Let's see. Tell me what Ty France is doing wrong this year. I'm all for it. Let's get something going here. Here's Ty. That hits him. Running fastball. Ty, the pitch magnet, is on base. So first and second with 1 out. The Mariners have some base runners here. Scott getting pumped up. Luis Castillo with a big, massive chew dipper in. Yeah, Julio's aggressive. It's part of what makes him good, but it's just when guys like that are cold, it is rough to watch. Yeah, Ty the Fat. You know what? Right now, as long as he's not hurt, just hit everybody. Don't hurt our guys. I want to be hurt. But I'll take like 15 off the back for 10 runs. I don't care right now. Just score. Do something. Give me a lead. Anything. Here's Teoscar Hernandez with 2 on and 1 out. And that almost hits Teo. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Keep hitting our guys inside 1-0. We Mariners fans know we'll take it any way we can get it right now. 1-0 from Herman to Teoscar. Got to get a run here. That's a breaking ball that drops in 1-1. This is just scenarios where the Mariners have just left too many guys on really throughout the course of the season. It's kind of been the MO, just unable to get those big hits. And someone's got to deliver. Someone has got to step up for this team and make something happen. Here's the 1-1 from Herman to Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there for a strike, 1-2. Pretty good pitch, but Teo caught looking again. Herman's thrown 13 pitches in this inning. Worst case is you at least want to make him throw 20 or so here and at least maybe get the pitch count up. But the Yankees bullpen's pretty solid. The 1-2 from Herman to Teoscar. Julio goes. And the pitch is a line drive that's going to get down for a base hit. That should score Julio. It'll score him easily. Ty France will hold it second. It's a 1-out single for Teoscar Hernandez. And the Seattle Mariners grab a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Oh, Rooftop, man, what is up? Welcome in. Are you sick? Are you actually feeling under the weather? Rooftop. The people love Rooftop. If you want to jump in, man, let me know. I'll see if I can get the link again. Yes, finally. Maybe this is the stream. Maybe this is it. 1-0 Mariners. Need more runs too. Yep. Sweet. I agree, William. Oh, no. You know what, Rooftop? Checking in from work. The legend, Rooftop. If you're not subbed to his channel, go sub up Rooftop Mariner. We'll be on tomorrow, maybe later tonight, just depending on how I'm doing after the game and what the fam dam's up to. But we'll definitely for sure be on tomorrow for our Friday night live stream. We're hoping to kind of make that a tradition for Mariners YouTube. So if you're not subbed to Rooftop, good guy, go give him a subscription. I will change the banner in a second here. I'm just going to wait for Cal Raleigh to step in, and here's the pitch. Outside ball 1. Let me see if I can change the banner before the pitch clock is running. I'm up against it this year now with everything. There we go. 1-0 pitch from Herman to Cal Raleigh. And that's up high, 2-0. Good start for the Mariners so far. They've cashed in. That was a solid line drive from Teoscar Hernandez, too. So Julio hit a ball hard. Ty got hit. We'll take it. He looks okay. First and second right now with 1 out. Ty France is on at second with a hit by pitch. Teoscar on at first with the single. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Herman to Cal. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good pitch to swing at. I mean, it was a good pitch by Herman. He threw a breaking ball there. A good job by Cal. That's 2-0. Pitch over the plate. Good idea for Cal. I'm surprised Cal has now put one over that right field fence. This park is made for Cal to have a home run or two. Cal's caught every game this series. Here's Herman's 2-1. That's outside 3-1. So the Mariners are at least making Herman throw some pitches, and a chance here with ball 4 to load him up. Eugenio Suarez is on deck. Cal digs in. Herman is ready. And the 3-1 pitch to the dumper is down the line. Foul. Good cut by Cal Raleigh there. That's a good cut. I'm okay with that. The Mariners are hitting Herman hard so far. Let's get to some comments here. I've got 5 of them. Yes, we will be there. We didn't know except Rooftop has service allergies. I wonder if Michigan College Bill Belichick would be a good base. I think good coaches are good coaches, but I think, in terms of the sports, there's guys that have been around it more. So definitely, I think that. But I think good coaches and are good leaders. So it's possible. There's a line drive into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Will that score Ty? It'll not, because Ty runs like molasses. And the bases will be loaded though with 1 out for the Mariners. Cosmic Jerry, what do we got? I'm like half blind, I think. I see some coffee, some baseball. Is that a scarecrow in there? Either way, welcome in, Cosmic Jerry. I'm always down for a cup of coffee and some baseball. I'm not sure what the first one is there. Rooftop wanted Joe Madden. Oh, he's been hammering for Joe. Mr. Madden. A mound visit here. Mariners have him loaded. Going to sound cliche. Got to add on, though. Cannot just sit with 1 run here. Need more. I'll take molasses in a close. Yeah, I think molasses might round the bases faster than Ty. I am not like a clog the bases guy. I'm not that old school, but man, if someone does it, it's Ty France. But it's we'll take it. We'll take guys on base. Eugenio Suarez. You know what? I'm going to jinx it here. You guys can blame me. I'm putting in the call for a grand slam. The Mariners are due. I am putting in the call for a Geno grand slam right now. Blame me if the Mariners don't score here. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. And I can promise you I have no impact on this game. So if they don't do it, blame the Mariners. But I am putting in the call. Geno's due. It's bad, but all I have is we're due. We're due. 1-0 from Herman to Eugenio Suarez. And the pitch is hit foul down the line. Almost catches inside the bag. That probably clears the bases if Ty makes it home from third. Just kidding. They were showing last night with Geno and Phil Cuzzy. Listen, Phil Cuzzy stinks, but the Mariners did not lose that game because of the umps. The Mariners just need to be better, and hopefully it's right here. Here's the 1-1 from Herman to Geno. That's going to be fair down the line. That will score Ty. That should score Teo. Cal should be motoring into third. That's an RBI double for good vibes only. Eugenio Suarez, and it is 3-0 Mariners. Yes, you know what? If anybody on here that is subbed to me is not subbed to Rooftop, go sub him up. Give him 500. I think he needs like 470 or something. So yeah, you know what? I got a double. That's not bad, right? We'll take that. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll take the RBI double. Don't say it. Animal Sanctuary. Moore is not in the lineup today, unfortunately. He is not in the lineup. Yes, your bad vibes only is working. Here's Mike Ford, fouls off the first pitch. Second and third, 1 out. I'm going to be greedy. I want more runs. The Mariners need to keep adding on here. Need to keep the pressure on. But it is 3-0 in support of Brian Wu, who is in search of his first major league win today. He should have had it last week on Friday and almost had it in Anaheim, but didn't go enough innings. Here's the pitch. And I think Ford went around. He did. 0-2. This isn't that bad here where a sac fly is okay. Like, this is where you just don't want to strike out. You want to find a way to get that run. And if you're Mike Ford, you're down 0-2. You don't want to leave a couple guys on, get the Yankees out of there going, okay, we only get 3. We can battle back. You want to add on. This is a perfect kind of sac fly opportunity at bat. I mean, I'll take a 3-run home run, but here we go. 0-2. That ball is hit down the line to right field. Going back, that ball is that a ground rule double or is it foul? It's going to be foul by maybe, that'd have to be foul by an inch. I thought that had a chance to get out. I don't know what you guys thought seeing that, but again, I have no sound. I'm watching it on mute to not get copyrighted. It was foul by a little bit, but it almost snuck in there. 0-2 again to Mike Ford. Darn. I almost wished, who's in right field for the, I almost wish Stanton would have caught that and they could have gotten a sac fly out of it, to be perfectly honest. Unfortunately, Stanton's not much of a defender anymore, but I almost wish he would have caught it. Here's the 0-2. Ford pops it up. That will get foul. Herman's got to be approaching 30 pitches here. It's been a lot. Yeah, Ford has been a lot of 0-2 counts. Darn it. Should have been foul blind house. Would be nice to run the starter. Yes, they did. That's a good point. Flick and switch, they did. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be a line drive. Stan's going to catch it. Let's see if that's going to score a run. I think it will. The throw home, not in time. Sac fly for Mike Ford. It kind of knuckled enough that Stanton didn't get a lot on that throw, and it is 4-0 Mariners. Good battle by Mike Ford, and they are hitting Herman very, very hard. I don't think he is going to be long for this game. 4-0 Mariners here in the first inning. Everybody's hit Herman hard, except for who let off? Kelenic, who just decided not to swing. Everybody has hit Herman really hard here. Missed it by that much. Ball 8, ball 12. Yeah, Ford, nice at bat there by Ford. He got an 0-2 hole, almost poked a double down the line, and then a sac fly. I think if Stanton would have been able to set himself better, he might have had a shot there, but he didn't get to plant his foot and get any momentum behind the throw, so Teo scored easily. Here is Jose Caballero. Mariners have almost batted around this inning. If Cabby and Colton Wong can find a way on base, that's a strike to Caballero. Colton Wong finding his way on base is, that ain't happening. So 0-1. This will be, next pitch will be the 30th for Herman. I mean, he's got a chance. The Mariners can do something here to make him throw 40 in this inning. This will be pitch number 30. The 0-1 to Caballero. That's going to be a fly out or a pop up to the shortstop. Volpe going out. He has got it, and that will do it for the Mariners in the first. They do put up a great inning, a 4 spot. We had the bottom of the first. It is the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Yeah, yep. Good, we'll take it. Ball 8, ball 12. Great movie. Can't go wrong with Major League. Oops. Very nice first inning. Oh, you're saying whoops because now the black. Yeah, not quite the black hole yet. We were at Caballero. The black hole will lead off next inning. And like I want Colton Wong to do well. These are human beings. I think you guys are all with me on that. Like, I hope he bounces. I hope he turns. I hope Colton Wong hits one out his first at bat here and has a big game, man. Like, because it sucks for these guys when they're not going well. And I try to be clear that when I did my post game rant yesterday, like none of my frustration is like at any individual. And I feel like that sometimes these people on Twitter, they get into this, oh, people are blaming Julio, you're going after the young guy. I'm not blaming them as human beings. I'm just talking about baseball. Some of these guys just need to be better on the field. I think they're all good guys. I think everyone to a man in that locker room wants to win. It's just been struggling. And I don't know any of these guys personally, so I would never call them out on anything. It's just that they've got to be better at baseball. Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. Wu doesn't have to nibble, especially with the way this team's been playing. I think, and I didn't get into this yesterday. I kind of went off on Castillo, and I think rightfully so. But I think sometimes, too, these pitchers feel like they have to nibble so much because they're not sure, the offense is even going to get them a run. Should be great. Service called them out last night. Fight. Yeah, he did. And here they came out strong. So hopefully maybe that got underneath them. Maybe that little fire in them. So a lot of baseball left, though. Tonight, just the bottom of the first, and this stadium's been a house of horrors for times for the Mariners. So certainly a lot of baseball left. Let's hope Brian Wu is up to the challenge, and the Mariners can get a W. Oh, 10 down the drain until him. He could come in lefty. You never know. They could chase starter. Lefty comes in. Took Scott that long. Damn, a 10 spot. He should have done that in April. I should have done it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I definitely agree that this team and who knows, hopefully that's what fired him up. And though too, I will say this level, you guys, the major league players shouldn't need that. They should know. Brian Wu, 12 and a third this year, 2 walks, 20 strikeouts. He's really been fantastic. DJ LeMahieu, the second baseman, steps in, and Wu's first pitch is a strike at 92, that two-seamer. I believe that pitch was hitting 95 last Friday. Obviously, one pitch. I'm not going to read anything into it, but hopefully the velocity is not down for Brian Wu. Here's the 0-1. Wu works very quickly. His 0-1 to LeMahieu. That's in there for a strike at 93. Good start for Brian Wu, who has been around the strike zone all 3 of his starts. He really has been tremendous. That hiccup in Texas, you can kind of throw that out now, I think, because he's been great against the Angels and the White Sox. The 0-2. LeMahieu pops it up, 84-mile-per-hour slider, good pitch. Ty coming in. He will make the catch, and there's 1 down. Brian Wu in search of his first major league win. If you're new in the stream, hit the sub button, first of all, if you're not subbed to my channel. I think if you're a Mariners fan or a baseball fan in general that maybe wants to keep up with the Mariners, I think you'll enjoy it. And if you guys could hit the like button on this stream, that helps get it out to more people as well. So I would appreciate that support as well if you guys could hit the like button. Wu struck out 9, didn't walk any in 5 2/3 his last start. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's DHing tonight. That's inside, 1-0. So far, he's thrown a couple sliders. Doesn't look to have great feel for it. The one to LeMahieu didn't really break much, but it was an 0-2 pitch in on his hands enough that he kind of had to fight it off. Here is Wu's 1-0 to Torres. 94 fouled off, 1-1. Can't tell if that was a 2-seamer or just a straight 4-seamer from Wu. Wu was touching 97, 98 against the Cubs, unless that was just a hot gun on Apple TV. We've got the London series this weekend. Didn't know that was even a thing. The 1-1 misses, 2-1, another slider. So far, Wu's slider doesn't look like he has the feel for it. Obviously, we're 6 pitches into this, so not reading anything into it. Cubs and Cardinals from London. Did not know that was happening. The 2-1 pitch, that will be this weekend. From Brian Wu to Mr. Gleyber Torres is hit foul at 96. There's the 96 from Wu. Damn it, I have to go to try. Back, yeah, Animal Sanctuary, never out this. You are always welcome in my streams, man. Always appreciate you stopping in. Always. Always. The Manimal will be back. Have a good track practice, my man. Here is the 2-2 to Torres. Outside 3-2. Slider just not quite there for Brian Wu. You still got to throw it because you want to have a show-me pitch. You can't just throw fastballs. So I'm glad he's still throwing it, but we'll see if that affects anything. Here's his 3-2 to Torres. Swing and a miss, 95. And that's where, the slider's not good, but he did change Torres' eye level enough there. And I think that fastball kind of rode on him a little quicker than he expected there. That will bring up Anthony Rizzo playing first base tonight. Good pitch by Wu. Wu has really impressed me. Really impressed me. He has got some great stuff. Here is Anthony Rizzo. I don't want to speak too soon, still early in this game, but regardless of tonight's result, I've been very impressed by Brian Wu. Rizzo steps in, and that pitch that's going to be, as Rooftop would say, a +1. Looked a little outside. Not too outside. It's borderline, but it goes the Mariners' way. A called strike 1 to Rizzo. Rizzo 266, 11 homers, 37 RBIs. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's a good slider. Rizzo way over the top of it, 0-2. Anthony Rizzo 3 for 7 in this series. Looks like he will call time while he takes his cup of coffee. I'll look at some comments. Warming up. He's betting horses. Yeah, Rizzo's dangerous. Good to see him with nobody on base. The 0-2 from Wu to Rizzo is on the way. And that slide tries to make him chase it again. Rizzo's probably not going to chase that pitch 2 times in a row. 1-2. Next pitch will be number 13 this inning from Brian Wu. If you're just joining us, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and the Mariners have a 4-0 lead on the Yankees here in the bottom of the first inning. Here is the 1-2. It looked like I think that was a slider way outside, 2-2. That might have been a two-seamer that got away as well. I'm not quite sure on that. Unplug my computer here because my charger I'm about to trip over and break my neck. The 2-2 from Wu to Rizzo. Swing and a miss. 95, strike 3. Wu strikes out 2. A beautiful first inning for Mr. Brian Wu. We head to the top of the second. It is the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. I apologize here, guys, because my chair is on the cord. That is why. Wu had the ERA 20. Yeah, down, and it's lower than that now too. So yeah, and listen, I think that Texas start, that was a tough first start. I'm willing to throw that one away because Wu has looked fantastic since then. Baltimore split with Rays. Oh, they play a 2-gamer? You don't see a lot of those anymore. Yes, Wu who. Good call, Rooftop. Again, if you guys aren't subbed to Rooftop channel, definitely sub him up. Great Mariners channel there. Great to see for Brian Wu. 2Ks and counting. Yes, so good start for Brian Wu. That's great. You know what? Let's talk about, because one thing the Mariners pitchers have struggled with, and maybe this is just me, and it's probably one of those things where all fans think their team does this, but I feel like the Mariners have struggled with shutdown innings after getting runs. So that's a great inning. The Mariners get 4. Yankees, you're going to dugout down 4-0 going, listen, we got 9 innings to chip this away. And for Wu to shut them down in the first inning is huge. Oh, doing those live streams, I mean, on any game that's like 13-0 is brutal, because it just, you lose track, you lose viewers. It's tough to talk about it. So I don't envy you having to sit through that game and do that whole live stream for that one. At least the Mariners led 1-0 in that game. So at some point there was optimism. Let me edit the banner as we go top 2. I think that Texas series was easily the worst series of the year, at least for me as a fan here. I thought that Texas series was the worst one of the year because just non-competitive. The first game wasn't too bad, but man, that was a rough series. Yankee Stadium. Definitely want to get there someday as a fan. That was a terrible place to put. I don't know if they had a choice because Marco got hurt. Like Bryce Miller, they made a conscious effort to bring him up and to demote Flexen, so they were able to place him in Oakland. I think with Wu, just the Marco injury, there was nowhere else to start him. But I do agree it was a tough place. Here's Colton Wong, takes up high ball 1 from Herman. Fell on a spin back. It felt like that, didn't it? Oh my gosh, that was a brutal series. Wu was going to be. I agree, Stefan. I agree. The 1-0 inside 2-0. Herman not sharp here early. You guys can tell me I'm crazy. I kind of like Brian Wu more than Bryce Miller a little bit. That's not a knock on Bryce Miller, but man, Wu to me is a little nastier, I think. But both are going to be great. Here's the 2-0. Wong turns on a fastball. It was a borderline pitch, 2-1. Herman really not fooling anybody so far today. The Mariners have had a pretty good at-bats against him and hit the ball hard. Outside the Kelenic strikeout, and then maybe Caballero's pop-up. 2-1 to Colton Wong from Domingo Herman. Wong 0-for-1 career against Herman. That ball's hit deep down the line. Going back to the track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Colton Wong, a solo home run. Do you believe in miracles? Colton Wong goes deep, and the Mariners lead it 5-0. I kind of called it. I wouldn't say I called it. Oh, my gosh. I agree. I think Hancock could be a trade piece. Okay, you're crazy. I'd would too, and hit a happy piece. Yeah. Colton Wong, oh my gosh. Colton Wong, good for Colton. I said I hope he homers his next at bat, and he did. So good for Colton Wong. If he's ever going to hit one out of a stadium, this is it. I've gotten on the Mariners for giving up runs to Billy McKinney and some of these guys. Yankee fans have got to be stewing giving up a home run to Colton Wong. That'll bring up Jared Kelenic. Colton Wong, good for him. That's the kind of moments you see that in the dugout with him with the try to end the team. Like the guys are happy for him, man. He's been battling all season. Good for him. It's 1-1 on Jared Kelenic. Good for Colton Wong, man. No matter what, he got like the 1-1 to Kelenic. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And see, that's my thing. Like, I don't think Service is a genius because of tonight. I don't think he was bad because of other things. It's just, yeah, I agree. Willie might have no problem with the Yankees walk off the field. Wow. That 1-2 pitch to Jared Kelenic was right down the middle, called a ball. That might be one of the worst calls I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, that was right there. 2-2 to Kelenic. What a break. Well, he went there, so strike 3. All Kelenic did was make him throw one more pitch. But that was bad. Now Herman missed his spot on that pitch, but man, that was one of the worst I've seen. What is up, Moses? Welcome in, my friend. Mariners fam all here, and we're up 5-0. Feeling pretty good. A Colton Wong home run. If you believe in miracles, they do happen. Yeah, Kellenic's been working out. But that's inside to Julio 1-0. But Kelenic got away with one. That 1-2 pitch could not have been more of a strike. Again, Herman missed his spot, but that was in there. Yeah, Alfred Kelenic, the only one not really doing anything. 1-0 to Julio, hit on the ground, foul, 1-1. That was a pitch Julio wants back. That was a center cut breaking ball. Colton Wong not letting the trident go. You know what, though? That's what makes baseball great. Good for Colton Wong. A tough year. He's walking off with the trident. Colton Wong's retiring. The 1-1 to Julio. Hit on the ground. I think that went off his leg. I think it's going to be a foul ball. 1-2. Colton Wong just left with the trident. He stole it. He is gone. And as quickly as Colton Wong has entered our lives, he is gone. That was it. They just DFA'd Colton Wong mid-game. Ooh, Julio getting looked at here. Looks like he fouled that off his foot. Trainers come out and look at Julio. That's not good. He looks okay. Doesn't look like he's in too much pain. But that can sting off the foot. And this has been such a good start. The last thing you want is for Julio. The Mariners can't have a lot of nice things. Even when we get up 5-0, we've got to have something go wrong. That definitely stung. Well, Animal Sanctuary may get his wish. If Julio can't stay in, Dylan Moore would probably come in. So it looks like Julio's going to stay in. Rob Sumter. Yeah, I agree. Great game so far. Absolutely. Trust Mariners fans, we do deserve it. We deserve a lot. For sure. Julio's going to step in the 1-2. Hopefully just a little bruise and he's okay. Here's Herman's 1-2. Outside 2-2. Herman's got to be at close to 50 here. Pitches. If you just joined, hit the like button for me. If you're not subscribed, I think most of you are, hit the subscribe button. Helps me out tremendously. The 2-2 on its way to Julio Rodriguez from Domingo Herman. This will be his 44th pitch. And the 2-2. On the ground will test Julio's foot. To Volpe, his fire over to first is in time. Man, Volpe does a good job getting rid of the ball quick. I will say that. I've seen him, Julio limping a little bit, which understandable, fouling it off his foot. I don't think he would have beaten that out anyways. So what he needed, Wong's on a home run. But you know what? Yes, Colton Wong has a multi-home run game in him tonight. Flick was the man in Buck's life. He started out not as the man, though. They didn't believe in Flick, and then they did. Here's a pitch to Ty France. That's outside, 1-0. You know what? They come in bunches. So, you know what? I'm going to put in the call for a multi-home run game for Julio. Ty France with a drive. Deep to center field. That ball is gone. Ty France, a solo home run. And the Mariners have absolutely teed off on Domingo Herman. A solo home run for Ty France has been hit by a pitch and homered. If he gets a triple, a single, and a double, is that like the ultimate cycle? That Ty France getting a triple, could you imagine? 430, that ball was crushed. Ty knew it right away, too. It is 6-0 Seattle Mariners here in the top of the second. Oh, the trident's back. I thought Colton Wong stole it and left the ballpark, but apparently he did. Colton Wong did come back. And Ty France has it now. Yes, way, Moses. A lot of baseball left. Yes, it has. So far it has. A lot of baseball left, though. We know this is the Mariners, boys. We know how this team is, and this is not a fun park. I would not put it past the Yankees to get back in this. Teoscar Hernandez swings and misses. He is quickly down 0-2 here. So 2 home runs in this inning for the Mariners. Kolten Wong and Ty France have each homered. Next pitch will be 49 for Herman. And Teoscar, fouls it back. That will make Herman have to throw 50 pitches through 2 innings. I think Flick mentioned it earlier, but the Yankees used a lot of pitchers yesterday. So they may need to get 3 or 4 at least out of Herman tonight. Ty on the phone with probably Kolten Wong, wondering where he went. The 1 and 2. Strike 3 call. Tough pitch. I wouldn't call that a minus, though. That was close. Teoscar Hernandez strikes out, but the Mariners get 2 more on a solo home run by Kolten Wong and a solo home run by Ty France. That's the way it's yesterday to do that. Right. Ty got hit last time, gets his redemption. Off. Make a good water boy. I'd probably struggle, man. Some of those guys, they like the way they wait out there for their glove and everything. And, oh, man, it wouldn't be easy. I wouldn't be good at anything at the major league level. I could pass out the trident, maybe. I could do that. Up until today, I had as many home runs as Kolten Wong, for what that's worth. Good for Kolten Wong. Good for him. We are trying to be positive here. I was certainly frustrated yesterday. The team has responded. My dog is barking, as I imagine. People are coming home. Let's go. Char, what is up, my man? Always good to see you in here. It's funny when I see people's pictures. I always see your Julio pictures. I always picture you being like Julio Rodriguez when I see your comments. Welcome in, my man. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for all the support. All you guys really that are in here and that support the channel truly means a lot to me. From the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Check in on some things. Go Mariners. 6-0 Mariners going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Now it's the key. Hold it here. Hold it here. See if Brian Wu can hold this team in check. This is not the Yankees of old necessarily, but still a lineup that can get you. Thank you, everybody that's in here. If you guys can hit the like button and the subscribe button. I think you guys are. Yes, it happened. It did happen. A Kolten Wong home run. Rooftop, man, I'm with you. With the way this team's going, add on. I'm with you 100%, man. I want more than 6. And that's been some of the problem for this team. Keep adding on. I want 10, 11, 12. Here's Giancarlo Stanton stepping in against Brian Wu. And the pitch is a very generous strike 1. This ump's been really bad. I don't know who's behind the plate tonight. If someone can maybe look that up. I just don't have my phone next to me, unfortunately, right now. But not sure who it is. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Stanton. That's in there for a strike right down the middle, 0-2. But this ump's been brutal. This is kind of a bad umpiring crew, to be honest. Wu looks ready. And his 0-2 to Giancarlo Stanton, who is scuffling this year, just hasn't been healthy. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Brian Wu. His 3rd straight. 1 down here in the 2nd. Woohoo! Oh, that was cringy. I shouldn't do that. Punt intended. What's up, man? What is going on? We got to do another video together. It's been a while. I had a good time doing that one with you, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, this ump's bad. That pitch that Herman threw to Kelenic, one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my life. I know he missed his spot, but that was brutal. Here's Josh Donaldson. His first pitch swinging. He's going to pop that up. Kolten Wong goes back. Teo comes in. Teo calls for it, and he's got a nice job, Kolten Wong. Rooftop, man, I did not blame the umps at all for yesterday. Like, that's on the Mariners. And I'm actually kind of a defender of the umps. Like, it's a hard job, but this one's been bad, man. This one's been really bad. Zones goes down to and middle's not a strike. It's been a mess. Yeah, me either, William. I think they've gotten worse, and maybe just we have more data than we used to. As Billy McKinney, Mariners killer, steps in, and the first pitch to McKinney is outside for a ball. Yankees. But yeah, he's been rough so far today. McKinney. Herman has not looked good at all. Mariners roughing him up, which it's about time the Mariners did that to a pitcher that is, not amazing. Here's the 1-0 pitch to McKinney. That's a good pitch and a good call by the ump. 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second for the Yankees. Mariners currently with a 6-0 lead. Thanks to a Teo single, a Cal double, a Gino double. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That misses low 2-1. A Mike Ford sac fly, a solo home run by Colton Wong. Yes, you heard me correct on that. And by Ty France. 2-1 to Mariner killer Billy McKinney. Other Mariner killer Jake Bauer is not in the lineup tonight. Thank goodness. Here's the 2-1. That's going to miss outside. 3-1. On deck for the Yankees is Harrison Bader. In the hole is the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Volpe rounds out the 9 for the Yankees. The 3-1 to Billy McKinney. Just put him on. Walk him. He's killed us too much. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 96. Nice pitch by Wu. Just going after him. In the booth is Morgan Sword, MLB Executive VP of Baseball Operations. Don't know who he is, but he is in the booth talking to Dave Sims and Aaron Goldsmith right now. It looks like they're talking about pace of play because it keeps showing the numbers on. The 3-2 from Wu. That's outside ball 4. So the first base runner for the Yankees is a 2-out walk to Yankee killer Billy McKinney. Oh, I don't think anybody thinks umps are the problem. I think we're just, oh gosh, yeah, Angel. Don't even, I had to, I can't enable donations yet, man. I don't have enough watch hours to do that yet. I really do appreciate that, guys. I can't though. I don't have anything to, I don't have a way to turn that on yet. But once I do, I will definitely do that. You guys certainly don't owe me anything, but really appreciate that. Strike 1 to Harrison Bader. But yeah, I need more watch hours. I have enough subs, but you guys watching the stream actually helps because that will get me closer. Hello. Hey, what's up? Okay, you're good. You can walk through. Okay. Wu wants him. Yes. Here's the pitch. That is low. 1-1. Save him. Thank you. Yeah, save him up. Just save him up for me. Yeah, he has been. Rooftop is qualified. He is. So next stream we're on with him. Send him your way. Send him your way. South End, they have great. Thank you, man. I appreciate a lot of good Seattle content creators. It's a really good community on YouTube. So it's fun to kind of be a part of it. That's hit on the ground. Right to Caballero. He will just go the short way to second. That will get McKinney, and that will also retire the side. So Rooftop, I was looking into it. Not to go on this. We can probably talk about this off screen, but I was looking on my YouTube studio on my computer because it gives you more info. I didn't see anything about the 500, 3,000 thing that they were talking about in that video. And I've seen that elsewhere too. So I don't know when that's actually being rolled out. Hopefully soon. Yes, we can split. No, yeah, and you're good. You take it, man. You're good, my brother. Cardinals will be the worst team to lead next year. That's right. Are you a Cards fan? No pun intended. I want to do like an NFC West roundtable video before the season with like a Rams fan, a Cardinals fan, and a Niners fan. So I think you're a Cardinals fan. If Kyler's healthy, I don't think they're that bad. But with Kyler being out, it might be rough. Who's the rookie the Cardinals got? I'd actually like to see him start, see what he's got. Which bill has service on it? That is the $1 million one. He's got the shades on saying deal with it. That is it. Let me know, man, when you find out about that. Because I'm curious about that because they seem, I've seen it multiple places. That's what it was supposed to be. But man, if you want to, let me know about doing a collab, like maybe in August or closer to the season. I'd love to do kind of like a nighttime NFC West roundtable. I know there's some NFC East guys that do that, and it's really cool. I'd love to do something like that. West can be tough for the Cards and the Rams too. I think Rams are I don't know what to think of the Rams because if you get Stafford, Donald, and Cup back, they could be decent. Like they've got. I thought the Cardinals had a really good draft. I think if Kyler was healthy, the defensive line is bad for the Cardinals. That is a really bad unit. But I don't think the offense with Kyler to be healthy. But you guys also have a rookie quarterback there that I'd like to see maybe get the start over. Is it going to be Colt McCoy who would be there? Mariners Mojo colluded with YouTube. I'll reach out to him and ask him for you. So NBA get real fat. Unfortunately, Charman, I just have fallen away from the NBA with the Sonics being gone. Just kind of forgotten it a little bit. Yeah, like an NFC West roundtable. I'd love to do something like that. Just have a bunch of fans on here. Like I said, I'm not a trash talker, so a Niners fan, a Rams fan, a Cardinals fan, just honest discussions about our team and where we see them and what some surprise might be. Scripts for my video for sure. Awesome, man. Awesome. No, Mojo conspiracy. Mojo was in my stream the other night. Mojo's good. I mean, I know to me he's been a pretty good dude, so I got no beef, but I also got rooftops back for sure. Swing and a miss by Cal Raleigh. Thank you guys for the active community here in this one. Let me change the banner. The 0-1 to Cal is going to be popped up. Should be playable for Donaldson at third, and he's got it, and there's one away here in the top of the third inning. Let's edit this. No, well, I still like, you got to know your enemy. What the Godfather, right? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. So still got to do it though. I think there's some good 49ers YouTubers. As that pitch to Geno misses outside. There's some good ones. There's some bad. There's bad on there's Seahawks fans that are obnoxious on YouTube as well. It's just finding the non-obnoxious ones. Guys that just want to talk some honest football. 1-0 to Eugenio. Is outside 2-0. I got to be careful to something. You might call those strikes. Yeah, and I've had good banter with there are good fans from every fan base out there that you can have good open discussions with. The 2-0 is inside 3-0. Good count for Geno, obviously. Mariners fans got back. Oh yeah, there's some really annoying Mariners content creators. The 3-0 to Geno is in there for strike. I'm up by Philly, so I really hate. My wife's a Eagles fan, as you can see. But I can't. There it is. She's from Philly. That's why that's up there. So there are some good Philly fans. We can get my wife on. She'll do an Eagles roundtable with us. That misses low ball for a fan. Oh yeah, not at all. And that's Niners are loaded. Although do have some questions at quarterback, so it'll be interesting. That they're a very unique team because they're probably the best roster in the league, but they just don't have enough at quarterback to really put them over the top. Any team, bingo. Well said, William. Well said. Which ones for Mariners YouTube? I won't name any, but we know who they are. Here's Mike Ford, little dribbler to third, and Donaldson bobbles it. That'll be an error. Geno's going to third. I don't know what. And Geno's going to be safe. He's going to round third. Oh, he gets out of the play. What was that? The Mariners are going to, I think, score a run on there. Mike Ford hit a little dribble. Josh Donaldson bobbled it. Geno was rounding second. Donaldson threw it to Herman. Herman dropped the ball, and the ball goes into the well, and Geno scores. That was not a play made for radio. It is 7-0 Mariners. Donaldson bobbles it. Geno goes to third. Herman heads over there. Get it. The Yankees going Keystone Cops on there. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Just let me know. We'll get together. I agree with that. Purdy's job. Yeah, is Jed York still? Yeah, he's still the owner there. I agree. I love the Seahawks receiving core. Absolutely love. And I hope D. Eskridge can do something this year. Scott Service is out of the dugout. Are they sending Geno back to third? What are they just? I hate this. What is the discussion? The ball went out of play. If it went out of play, Geno should score. Mike Ford's at second. It's either going to be second and third with one out or Geno scores. That play was impossible to announce. That's where you need TV. Right now, it looks like Geno scored. I'm not sure what the debate is here, to be honest, with this. Scott, I think they're sending Geno back to third, maybe? I don't know what's going on here. I think Purdy's going to be – Purdy, to me, is one of those guys. I'm not going to lie. If Purdy didn't have Kyle Shanahan, I don't know. Are they saying Geno got in Herman's way? No, that's not it. Yeah, Eugenio's rounding third when that goes in. That should be a run. I think Purdy is very fortunate to be on a great coaching staff. I think if Purdy was in Tampa Bay, I don't think he would succeed. But I don't know. So that would pretty much be the Saints. You know what? I think the Falcons could sneak in there. I'm with you on the Saints and Panthers. That would be the front runners. If Ritter can pan out and be okay, I think the Falcons could surprise a little bit. I kind of like their roster. I feel like Purdy's always says, yeah, I agree with you, Char. It just feels like it's kind of like Goff when he was with McVay. Like it wasn't that Purdy made any throws where I was like, oh my gosh, did you see Purdy drop that dime? It was just guys open. I didn't think Purdy was that great in the playoff game against Seattle, to be honest. I thought he was a little off early on. Seattle's defense was so poor, though, that, and Kuda, I'm not taking away anything from Purdy. What are we discussing here? What is this? Not you guys, the game. Sorry. Why is this taking so long? Give the Mariners the run. If anybody can listen on TV and let me know what they're saying, I'd appreciate it. Like Purdy's always, yeah, oh yeah, we got to that. Gino uses tight ends a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, I love the Seahawks weapons. I love the tight ends. It was great to see a quarterback finally use them this year. Yep, still talking here. Scott's talking to the umps. Scott doesn't seem too happy here. I'm thinking the debate is that they're going to put Gino at third here instead of allowing him to score, which I don't understand. It looked like he was rounding third by the time it went through. Who do you have winning the NFC North? You think the Vikings? Yes, the Vikings won so many close games. I think they fall off. Man, that division is up for grabs. I'm actually going to say Detroit right now, but I still don't fully trust Jared Goff. I'm a little higher on Jordan Love than some other people. I could see Green Bay still being good. If Chicago can get Fields to develop as a passer, they have a chance. And Minnesota's still okay. Man, their defense is so bad. But I'll say Detroit right now. Green Bay, I think that's fair. I'm not against that pick at all. It's a well-coached team with LaFleur. I think Jordan Love is going to surprise some people. I actually wasn't against Seattle looking at Jordan Love when they were, when we weren't sure about Geno and we're looking at quarterbacks. Now Aaron Boone is going to come out, and I have this on mute, so I have no idea. It still says 7-0 Mariners, so I have no idea what's going to be on. Yeah, we play Detroit week 2. That's going to be a tough one. That will be a tough game. Yeah, I agree if they show up their show. Yeah, Love is the new face there. I have no idea. Now we're going to a review. Sweet, fancy Moses. How's this speed up the game? And I don't know what I'm saying because, again, I have it on mute so I don't get copyrighted for anything. Can you guys go earmuffs so I can turn it on real quick? NFC North could. Yeah, I mean, even the Bears could sneak in there. They definitely could. And I agree, Flake, with Detroit's defense. And they played better towards the end of the season, big time. Agreed, the Vikings aren't going to do so great. Need defense. Yeah, you saw what happened to them against the Giants. I mean, Daniel Jones just tore them up. And a good coach in Brian Dable just ate that defense alive. And I think that defense might be even worse this year because I don't think Patrick Peterson's going to be at the same level. So we'll see. But Minnesota's still I think Kirk Cousins gets a little too much hate. I think he's a decent quarterback. You've got Justin Jefferson. That's dangerous. I'm assuming what the review is. The game is, we're reviewing this. I'm assuming the said Geno needed to go back to third. And I don't, but it still says 7-0. So I don't know if the said it was a score or not. Does anybody have it on that can, yeah, me too, man. No, trust me, especially with the Mariners struggling. I am in serious need of some football. I'll try to get back to the baseball here a bit, but always down to talk anything. Mike Ford running out of the box like a pure thoroughbred in the Kentucky Derby. Are they saying Ford at second? No, there's no way he can go to second. I just don't get what the discussion is here. The ball went out of play. I guess it's if Geno wasn't at third before the ball went out of play, he goes to third. But then there's no punishment for the ball going out of play. That's what I understand. If Geno just goes to third, then the ball going out of play gives the Yankees no punishment because he was going to be safe anyways. Herman dropped it. So, the point of the ball going out of play is a guy gets an extra base. So, why would the Mariners get an extra base here? I don't understand this. I'm not saying this is a bias thing, but why did the Yankees not get punished for this ball going out of play? That's the whole point. The ball goes out of play, you get an extra base. I agree with you. I hope Kenneth has a second solid season. I think having Charbonnet will help big time. Yeah, still under review here. So I'm not sure what the actual call was, to be perfectly honest on this. If the call was Geno scores or not. I'm assuming no, because I think Scott was out there and did the challenge thing. This just slows down baseball so much. I mean, we're an hour into the game now. We're at the top of the third. Give me 1 second, guys. Here comes the umps. Scott looks kind of content. I don't know what the discussion is. He looks like he understands. I think they're putting him back on third. Is my understanding. If you guys can help me out here again, I have it on mute, so we'll see what the call is here. Draft starting. Oh, for fantasy draft. So I'm assuming it's second and third here. I still don't understand why Gino doesn't get to score there. And that's big because that could or did they say he scored? Oh my gosh. Now Aaron Boone. Oh, Mike Ford gets to go to no, wait, why is Mike Ford out? Where's Mike Ford going? What is going on? What is this call? Was it that Mike Ford should be at third? Okay, Mike Ford's going to third and Gino scores. Okay, that's what the debate was because everybody moves up a base. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. And now Aaron, oh my gosh, now Aaron Boone's out arguing it. So that was a call stand. Okay, that was the call. Why were the Mariners? What were the Mariners challenging? What was? Oh my god, you guys! I'm probably driving you guys nuts. You're like, Jay, man, shut up. But this is brutal. Not being able to hear this. So it is 7-0 Mariners. Mike Ford is on at third with 1 out. Holy cow! This umpiring crew is a disaster. That should not take. That took. Anybody give me a time on that? How long that took? I mean, I feel like that took 15, 20 minutes. I mean, legitimately, that was probably 15 minutes. I'm not much for like, oh, give the pitcher warm-up tosses, but man, give Herman like 10 warm-up tosses here because he had to sit for like 10 minutes. I'm sure he did take warm-up tosses. Caballero steps in. Holy cow. 7-0 Mariners, though. They do score on that crazy play. Yeah, what a nightmare. Nice. Boone's. I mean, I get like his frustration probably on that, like the back and forth, but oh my gosh, like Boone's left eye. And here's the thing with Boone, man. Like, here's a pitch to Caballero inside 1-0. I wonder if there was a little bit to that one. I know they didn't like some of Caballero's stuff the other day. Like, Aaron Boone, you don't like that? Make sure Donaldson and Domingo Herman don't bobble the ball, and that won't happen. And I would say the same thing to the Mariners. Like, if you want to get angry about that, how about you don't have 13 guys bobble a baseball and you don't have to worry about it? Caballero steps in the 1-0 pitch to from Herman to Caballero is inside 2-0. What a mess that was. What a mess. I think I might need to do headphones for the game next time. Yeah, Herman at 60. I mean, at this point, I hope he stays in. The Mariners are crushing him, so leave him in. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a good breaking ball. That's probably the best pitch Herman's thrown tonight. 2-1. If you're not subbed to my channel yet, hit the subscribe button. If you guys can hit the like button here if you haven't. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. If Herman walks Caballero, I wonder if his day is done. Mariners pitch clock. They've had 9 total violations, 5 batter, 4 pitchers. 1 batter timeout violation. That was A.J. Pollock in Cleveland, if I remember correctly. The speedster Mike Ford is on at third. Caballero with the drive. Center field. Bader goes back. He's got it. That should score Ford. And it will. And it is 8-0 Mariners on the sac fly from the pest, as I will call him, Jose Caballero. 8-0 Mariners. Great start here. I would hope Brian Wu was able to is staying loose because this has been a long inning with that call and trying to figure that out as well. So, yep, great job. That's perfect. That's what we need more of. Here's Colton Wong, who I said will have a multi-home run game. William, I think you were calling it too after he hit the first one. I did not predict a multi-Colton Wong home run game here. Switch is fast. Oh, man. Oh, that is a good question. Everybody chime in on that one. I'm going to say I kind of feel like Mike Ford is. He's got these little tiny strides. He kind of shuffles his way through there. I think Ford's a little faster. We got to vote for Ty. I don't know. We got to get a sprint going, though. 1-1 to Colton Wong is outside 2-1. I think France might be. I'm just like, we know France more, so we see how slow he is. That's a great question. That's my favorite question of the night. 2-1. If Wong fouls it off, it'll be 2-2. I should do a whole video on who is faster, France or Wong, or France or Ford. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Either way, it's going to be a lot of chugging around the bases. But as long as they come in and score, we'll take it. 8-0 Mariners here, top of the third. A great start, obviously, for this team. Here's the 2-2 to Colton Wong. That's a line drive foul. Wong's hit the ball hard a few times tonight. Good to see. Yeah. I got to bust out some sports science and get their like sprint speeds in and stuff and see who actually comes out faster. I feel like it's Ford, honestly. Here's the 2-2. Outside 3-2. Ty just run like, man, there are balls in the corner. I'm like, and then you get up and Ty's just getting to third base, and you're like, how is that possible sometimes? Full count here to Colton Wong. The 3-2 from Herman is inside ball 4. Colton Wong has reached base twice with a home run and a walk. Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly what the Mariners need. A lot of baseball left, and Woo spending a lot of time in the dugout. So hopefully he doesn't end up having any yips or anything like that. Yeah, I think they do. I think it was Flick of the Switch mentioned it, but they used a lot of pitchers yesterday. So I think they need Herman to, I mean, eventually they'd have to take him out. Here's Kelenic, fouls off the first pitch. I wouldn't be shocked if he's done after 3, but they may need him to go 4 here. This is kind of seems like one of those you got to eat at games, which happens every now and then. You know, the Mariners have had to do it. Luckily, they usually do it. It seems like when Marco's on the mound, it's just like, dude, you're pitching 7 today. Here's the 0-1 up high, 1-1. I will say that's what's great about some pitchers like Marco is you can use them in those situations. Like, remember that game the end of the year last year against Detroit? And it's like he threw like 116. It was his last start. They needed him to go 7 or 8 to not use the bullpen before the playoffs. Colton Wong gets his lead. The 1-1 to Kelenic is fair ball. It gets under the glove of Rizzo. Colton Wong is going to get the third. Kelenic into second. I'm assuming that's going to be an error. That was weird. It looked like it was going to trickle foul. Went right under the glove of Rizzo. And Kelenic will be at first. So first and third with 2 outs for Julio. That was a great. That's where I like. That's why I'll never bag on Marco. I don't know why Kelenic stopped out of the bag there. He could have been at second. That's why I'll never bag on Marco. They've had a lot of games that might go as a hit because Rizzo didn't touch it, where they've needed 6 or 7. Yes, absolutely. Wesley, welcome in, man. If you're not subbed yet, hit that sub button. Appreciate you stopping in, my man. And yeah, absolutely. Yankees have been very sloppy. Been praising the Mariners, but man, this has been a Mariner-esque performance from the Yankees out there today. Here's Julio. Line drive right to the third baseman. Donaldson fires over to first. Scoop just in time to get Julio. That was hit pretty hard there. Marco was fine. He's a back. He's a number 5. I've always compared he's Jamie Moyer. You know, he's when the changeup and everything is working, he is perfectly acceptable back end starter. Now, if Brian Wu and Bryce Miller are going to keep up what they're doing, yeah, you'd rather go with those guys. But there's nothing wrong with Marco Gonzalez. He gets way too much hate from Mariners fans. I think Mariners fans get a little spoiled because that rotation's been so good that we kind of think, oh, Marco's bad. I mean, there have been a lot of years for this team, Marco would have easily been our best pitcher. Nothing. Mariners hanging the bottom third. Julio hit that one hard right to Donaldson. Would have loved to seen Julio get an RBI there and really, really busted open, but not the case. Wonder if they scored Kelenic as a hit. And subscribe for a while. Good idea. Live show during game. Now, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for being subscribed, man. Really appreciate that. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. Really love hanging out with you guys. It's kind of like I'm with my buddies having a beer, watching the game. So love doing it. My goal is to do them 3 days a week. I'll be on tomorrow with Rooftop for the Orioles-Mariners game. And then, do they play Monday? I think the Mariners might be off Monday. Obviously, there'll be some weeks I can't do it. For the most part, this will be an every week thing. Marco is a competitor. Yeah, I agree. Marco is a competitor. Marco going to start working on a 52-mile-per-hour change, the Jamie Moyer special. And Moneyball, what they say in the actual book Moneyball, was about oh gosh, what was I going to say? Jamie Moyer kind of throws the kitchen sink up there. The Get Games is in AZ. Gotcha. Yeah. That's so I'm glad I can help you out with that, man. Hopefully, sometimes I struggle like reading the comments, the play-by-play. We had a whole that third inning. We talked. I think we all broke down the entire NFC West for football. So that was a crazy inning there. And said my only concern is here. Brian Wu probably just spent about a half hour in the dugout there. So hopefully he is. Okay, sorry, I was checking an email there as well. Leading off for the Yankees here, I believe this is Kyle Higashioka, who will step in against Brian Wu to lead off the bottom of the third. And the pitch from Wu misses down low, ball one. It is Higashioka. It'll be Higashioka, Volpe, and LeMahieu. 8, 9, and 1 for the Yankees here in the third. So a long delay there for Mr. Brian Wu, so hopefully he is still sharp. The 1-0 to Higashioka is going to be a little blooper to short. Kabi's going to have to hustle the throw in time. Nice play by Caballero to get Higashioka. 1 down. Nice play by Kabi. Yesterday game was fast. Oh, this one is. You know what, though? The Mariners are winning, so it doesn't feel as bad. Can you imagine they were down 8-0 right now? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, yesterday and the day before flew by. Jim Moore, yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Well said. Love the old bugs. Me too. I miss the old cartoons. Yeah, no, agreed. 100%. No let up here. Keep it going. Keep adding on. Here is the rookie Anthony Volpe. And he will take ball 1. It looked a little inside. Pretty good pitch, though, from Wu. Twins beat the Red Sox 6-0. That's good for the Mariners in terms of a wild card race. The 1-0 to Volpe. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Tasmanian Devil, Elmer Fudd. Wiley, I still love Wiley Coyote and the Roadrunner. That just will never not make me laugh. The 1-1 to Volpe. Misses down low, 2-1. Wu's thrown only 32 pitches through 2 1/3. Volpe hitting 194. Does have 10 home runs. He's got pop. Good prospect for the Yankees. Here's the 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Cole Wong. Yeah, we were joking about that. We said this. I'm rooting for him too. I'll never root against a guy. Like I'll say when it's time to go. And it's probably been that for Colton Wong, but definitely happy for him. You saw how excited the team was for him. The 3-1 way inside, and it's the second walk for Brian Wu. He walks the nine-hole hitter Volpe. That will bring up LeMahieu. Red Sox have a ton of lefty hit. Yeah, definitely agreed there. But yeah, I'm with you, Wesley. I was happy for Colton Wong. Listen, the more these guys succeed, the better it is for this team. Like, so anybody that's not happy for Colton Wong, like, come on, you got to at least feel for the guy. You can tell how much he was battling. You can tell. Here's LeMahieu and the pitch from Wu. Strike 1. Talking about Colton Wong. Yeah, he's been okay. He's had some gaffes, some errors, but overall, I think he's been fine. We're talking about Caballero making that play. Caballero's been really good all around. Can't complain there. The 0-1 to LeMahieu with Volpe on at first. And the pitch is just outside at 97 for ball 1. Good pitch, though, from Wu. Good news for the Mariners, too. You've got all your relievers in this game. So if it does get tight, you do have your big guns. Not them saying it's going to, but here's the 1-1 from Wu to LeMahieu. Foul off of the mask of Cal Raleigh. 1-2. Load up with 8 in the lineup versus Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right. They pounded. I was live for that game. That was my first play-by-play live stream was that game. The Mariners actually came back and tied that one after being down 4-0 and then lost it. Here is the 1-2 from Wu to LeMahieu. Excuse me, the 1-2. Misses low, 2-2, 96. Gleyber Torres on deck. Rough year for LeMahieu. 81 WRC plus versus lefties, 88 versus righties. Fourth Mariner pitcher to make his debut this year is Wu, along with Adcock, Miller, and 110 for the other three. Here's the 2-2. And that's going to go foul. We'll do it again. I forgot about 110. I'm assuming Wu maybe just had a strikeout. Got 4 runs in first yet. Vila looks good. You guys might be a little ahead of me. I saw a lot of Wu comments, so I'm hoping he struck out LeMahieu. But either way, I will still call it. And the 2-2 from Wu to LeMahieu. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 97. Yeah, you guys are a little ahead of me. I stream these games. I don't live in Seattle, so I don't have Root. I'm watching on Root, but I have the MLB. It's not even the DirecTV package. It's the MLB app. So I'm just on Roku watching it. So I'm probably a little behind some of you guys. No worries. That wasn't a complaint or anything. Just letting you guys know. Yep, 4 Ks through 3. Yeah, Wu looks solid. Wu looks really good. 2 2/3, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 on, 2 outs. And that is a ball. All of a sudden, the zone's gotten tight. Like, why? Why when it's 8-0 do you get your zone tighter? Like, that was a strike. I mean, that's a ball. That's a good call. That was a ball. But I feel like that's been called a strike a couple times tonight. So not only bad umpiring, but no consistency. Like the double whammy of umpiring. Here is Wu's 1-0 to Gleyber Torres. Up high, 2-0. Wu not quite as sharp this inning. Awesome. So yeah, you're with me. So you're a bit behind as well. Yeah, like it's just tough. We all watch these games different avenues now. So hard for us all to be on the same page. Here's the 2-0 from Wu to Mr. Torres. And the pitch. Hit on the ground, right to Caballero. He flips over to Wong, and that will retire the side. We will head to the 4th. It is the Mariners 8 and the Yankees nothing. Nice inning from Wu. That was not easy there. Exactly. Well said, William. I'm here with you. That's it. Oh, awesome, man. Well, I'm glad I could provide for you. Wu is pitching awesome. He's been great. That first start in Texas was rough. I think we've all kind of concluded now that was just a tough landing spot for his first start. But he was impressive in Anaheim. No, he didn't get through 5 there. But he has been really, really impressive so far. Let me just respond to this email. Let's check a couple things here. Boom, boom, boom. Clear up my work emails here, and never mind. I'm thinking that's a comment from you guys, and it was a message on the computer from somebody. 8-0 Mariners going to the 4th. Keep adding on. The Yankees have 3 errors already, 2 in 1 play. The Donaldson. Oh, I want to see if that Kelenic one was considered a hit. I think that was an error, but it did go under the glove, so I don't know for certain if that's an error. I hope they gave. No, that was an error. Kelenic did not get a hit in that at bat, which is fair. That probably wasn't a hit. 3 errors for the Yankees, all in that inning. 2 of them in 1 play. And one thing the Mariners have done well today, guys, that we've talked about, okay, let me get that for you. Let me see the link here. I'll send it to you on Twitter, Rooftop. Hold on, buddy. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to go live tonight after. I'm already kind of drained, and it is 8-0. All right, give me 1 second, Rooftop. Rooftop looks like he'll be joining us here. Ty France steps in. And it's Herman still out there, and the pitch is a strike to Ty France. 0-1. Sending the link to Mr. Rooftop. Frank Williams without a hit so far. And you know what? But Ford and Cobby do have sack flies, so it's been nice. This team is still in a good job of they have manufactured runs. The 0-2 to tie is hit on the ground, foul. So they've done a good job manufacturing runs still. The only guy that really hasn't done anything would be Kellenick so far. Everybody else, and that's been good. They've tacked on. Ford got that sack fly. Cobby got that running. That's what we need more of from this team. I'd love hits, but sometimes you just got to get the run in. Here's the 0-2 to tie. And that is hit on the ground. Rooftop is here. It looks like we've got him live from his automobile.
I seem to have missed a lot.
You missed a game, man. It's been a fun one so far.
Yeah, thank God.
I know. This team needed it. Here's the 0-2 to tie France. 8-0 Mariners, top of the fourth. And that's up high 1-2. Yeah, Herman well over 80. I think you were right, Flick. I think he's going 5 unless this just gets really, really ugly for him, which is fine. We'll take it. The 1-2 to tie, swing and a miss. And this has been welcome back, a little chaos ball. Like Rooftop was saying for the game, why didn't Scott yell at this team 2 months ago?
Should have done it in April. Should have done it after the first loss, after losing Robbie Ray.
after that Guardians series, when they got, lost 3 out of 4. Well, get them going then. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch to Teo is a line drive foul down the left field line, strike 1. Herman has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. Are you watching the game, or are you just following along, hopping in?
I'm following along because I can't access the game.
Gotcha. If you guys haven't yet subbed up Rooftop's channel, go do that right now. We'll be live tomorrow for Orioles Mariners game 1. That pitch misses low, 1-1.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. The Orioles will not be an easy camper.
I think, Wesley, they are really thin in the bullpen right now. 1-1 to Teo is fouled away. So I think this is just one of those eat-it games for the pitcher.
They're just eating it up.
Yep. And especially now with it 8-0, they're probably just like, dude, you're going 5. I don't care. As long as your arm doesn't fall off, you're giving us 5 innings tonight. But he is at 83 pitches. Here's the 1-2 to Teoscar Hernandez. Outside 2-2. That's got to be a lonely feeling on the mound. He's given up 8 runs. Oh, I guess they're not all earned. You missed a wild top of the third. It was a mess.
Yeah, I heard that the Suarez decision took quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, ridiculous. Come on, speeding up the game. Here's the 2-2. Teo fouls that off. And then of course I've got it on mute because I don't want to get any copyright issues. So I have no idea what's going on in that inning. Yeah, they're thin. They won. Yeah, good point. They won the theories. Oh, I'm assuming, did Teo do something here? I'm assuming so. Do we have a Teo home run here? The 2-2. Oh, yeah. Teoscar Hernandez to center field. And that baby will fly away. Solo home run.
Fly away. My, oh, my.
Get out. Well, no, we can't get out the Rybread. I'm so desperate. I'm giving solo home runs. Rybread.
Last time I still think Taylor Trammell was the last Grand Slam hitter.
Yep, it was Trammell and JP this year. 9-0 Mariners. Let's go. They have tagged Herman every inning. Never be sorry. I was very much looking forward to that home run. So never apologize, guys. I don't care. I try and move over from the comments usually during the actual play-by-play so that I don't see too much. But you're good, man. Do not apologize. They have scored every inning, keeping the pressure on. Exactly. Add on. Rooftop called for 50 runs. Let's get 50. There's action in the bullpen. I think that looked like Mike Ford warming up. Here's Cal, 0-1 to Cal. That misses down low, 1-1. 9-0 Mariners. William, you've been saying all game too. Keep the pressure. We got 10 people in here. If you're new, hit the like button, hit the sub button to my channel, and go to Rooftop's channel and sub him up as well while you're in here. So 1 and 2 to Cal Raleigh, swing and a miss. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It was the first.
Other than that, it was JP Crawford. So not much Grand Slams this season at all.
Nope. Holy slaughter guys so much. You know what, man? We
just keep doing it. No mercy.
Yep. Teams don't show us mercy. So
Yeah,
what's
life
crazy?
doesn't even show mercy.
No, it's crazy. The Mariners have actually outscored the Yankees in this series right now. 1-2 on Cal Raleigh as he fouls that off. 90 pitches for Herman through 3 1/3. Cal fouls that one off. We'll do the 1-2 again. I didn't see who was warming up in the bullpen. It was a left-hander. So Animal Sanctuary may get his wish. He may get Dylan Moore in this game after all, as a lefty is warming up. The 1-2 to Cal. That misses down low, 2-2. They have hit everything Herman has thrown hard, and they're spinning on good pitches. No way. I'm assuming did Cal go deep here? Or are we just blown away by 9 runs? I wouldn't mind that either. The 2-2. Line drive down the line, and that baby will fly away. Cal Raleigh, a solo home run.
They are just hitting those bombs like no other.
Go ahead.
Scott Service really got. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. You need a manager to hold the team accountable.
Yes, home run derby.
If he did this a month earlier, we'd be at least running away with a 3rd spot easily.
That was probably the most Yankee Stadium home run, though, I've ever seen. I think that thing went
just a nice little liner.
Oh, that's going to do it.
Wouldn't have happened in the old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, no, that would not have gotten out there. That was. We'll take it. We need a Yankee Stadium home run.
William, you know how I really feel about that. It was like, could have said it like so many times ago. Like, the perfect one is not giving George Kirby run support in that Phillies game.
That honestly, that was a very frustrating. There's been a few where I've gone off on post games. Last night was probably I got some good views on that video last night. Thank you again to everybody that watched it and liked the video. But yesterday's game made me so mad. But this game is honestly kind of so far erasing that. This has been fun. I will still say a lot of baseball left, though.
If only could erase those 2 losses.
Yes. Yeah. If only you could do 5-5 and get 2 wins for this. Well, yeah, this has been home run derby central here. This just feels weird to put up there. It's 10-0 Mariners here in the top of the 4th. I will say, while this game is certainly prodding along and has not gone fast, it does feel better when they're up 10-0 versus the Rangers.
A lot better.
It was about 10-0 Rangers at this point. So
hey, when you clicked on the link, so when I click on the link, it doesn't have all of my stuff. It doesn't have me on the show.
For
on my end.
I have it here. I see you like in 2. I've got the 2 boxes. I know it wouldn't let me send. I had to like write out the link, and then it doesn't. See, I'm not going to remove you from stream. Like when you go on your channel, you're not showing up.
Yeah, let me see it on my channel.
Let me go to yours as well.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Can you guys see Rooftop?
No, I don't think they can see Rooftop.
I wonder because I don't like pay for anything on StreamYard.
That's why.
Okay.
Mine's the more effective one.
I'm gonna have to get that then. We'll talk off screen. But
$25 a month.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because that's why. Then I'm gonna sign up for that. Oh, Moses says he sees you. Maybe on mine. Well, they probably see me on mine. You probably see you on mine because you're invited in. So on mine you're here, but on yours it's not. So I'll get that so we can do that for next time.
Yeah, I'll just worst case scenario, if I'm not there tomorrow, I'll just push the button live and I'll give you the intros.
Perfect. And I'll go into it. Here's the new pitcher. Gino takes strike 1. The new pitcher is Ramirez. I don't know the first name. It's on route because what we do normally on these is we each post it to our channel so we can get some good crossover. So I don't have the paid StreamYard, so Rooftop's not able to put it on his channel. He probably can, but just me. So and then Nick Ramirez, that's who's in. So I got to get I'll get that situated. The 0-2 is outside 1-2 to Eugenio Suarez. So the Mariners hit back-to-back home runs. Can they do back-to-back-to-back home runs? They did it last year in Oakland. Can we get another one here? Gino, off the glove of Volpe, that should be a base hit. That was hit hard. Gino will reach with a 1 out. I'm assuming that should be a single. Let's go. We'll take it. Still waiting for that Geno slugging to do something, but we'll take base hits.
It's only the fourth inning, 10-0. This is
Ah,
like these are days like this where I say offense is not the problem. It's just coaching. It's coaching. There's just too much talent.
yeah.
I've been saying it. There's just way too much talent on this team to not be good. Like many managers that have a lesser team, they would kill for this team.
I do agree that the 1-0 to Mike Ford. We see that like this lineup is capable of doing good things. I do not think this is a bad lineup. The 1-0 to Mike Ford is in their
But there's a lot of fans out there that do think that it is a personnel problem, which I don't think it is a personnel problem. It's a coaching problem and a lot of people have this misunderstanding in baseball that they don't think that a manager doesn't matter. They think, oh, just put 9 good players on your lineup and a few good pitchers and you're good. Like, no, if you cannot manage talent, talent doesn't matter.
It looks like a lot of people in here you agree with Rooftop. I'm not quite as like I certainly agree that swing and a miss by Ford, Mike Ford against a lefty is a rough matchup. Out number 2, I do agree like with what Rooftop's saying about like this is a decent lineup. I just put it more on the players. I think everybody would agree like the players have got to perform better. Like I think we'd all say that. But it definitely listen at the end of the day. Scott's responsible for the team and the lineup and the production. So I've defended it. It's more just been, I don't know if they fired Scott right now, it'd probably be Manny Acta anyway. So I don't know how much that would change things.
I don't see it happening because he's really good buddies with Jerry Dipoto. So Scott would just have to go up. The only way is Scott would have to go out on his own terms, but I don't see that happening.
Moses, and I'm with. We talked about that Moses, me and Rooftop after as Caballero hits that one foul 0-2. I don't like that. I don't like, and I love Julio, but he's kind of notorious for it, the giggling and smiling after making out stuff. It's just, it was fun last year and you're in a 14-game winning streak, no problem with it. When you're scuffling and 6 games out,
and then when you're showing off your swimming skills. Now, if he was showing off his swimming skills during like a losing streak, then that would be extremely inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly. Winning cures all. So hopefully this is the start of something big from the team. The players did play better. That's and listen, I while I'm not as like fire Scott as some people, he is ultimately responsible. He's the head honcho here, and the team has underperformed. That's on him, regardless of what is his fault and what's not. It is his responsibility. So, and it looks like swing and a miss by Caballero. That will retire the side in the 4th. Couple solo home runs from the Mariners from Teoscar and Cal Raleigh. It is 10-0 Mariners heading to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, in the movie Bug's Life, Hopper once said, first rule of leadership, everything is your fault.
Yes.
And it was Princess Ada's fault. Why did she put the freaking pile of food right on the edge? So to be fair, Princess Ada and Queen, they kind of screwed over Flick by putting the food. They could have just put it right in the middle, not like on the edge. Oh, because display purposes.
I never thought we'd get to discussing Bug's Life. I've never thought of that, but that is actually a great point. And I've seen that movie 100 times. That was my youngest son's favorite movie for a while. Yes, this feels good to say 10-0. That looks like everybody is agreeing with.
There's Christian.
Christian, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. I was wondering where you were. You're usually the first guy in here, so I was wondering where you were. But everybody seems to agree with Rooftop's Bug's Life take.
And if you truly do agree with my takes, please subscribe to my channel to get more of those insane takes, or however you'd want to interpret it.
If the Mariners fall out, we will do a 1-hour Bug's Life stream breakdown.
I guess so.
Christian is in the house with some support here. Nice baseball practice for you. Hope that went well. We have been enjoying a, so far, very impressive performance from the Mariners. They lead at 10-0. Let me edit the banner here to the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Wu is 6 outs away from qualifying for a win.
Yeah, just to think it could be his first win of the season. Could be, not will be. Yes. Could be. We're still in could be mode.
With this team, I have not put anything in the bank yet. I am not This game is not over until I see the 27th out, especially in this stadium. This
team, I have not put anything in the bank yet.
My phone went off with your voice on it. I was trying to put my chats on there.
I heard an echo. Brian,
I wonder if mine even went through.
I'm curious. Let me go on your channel and see what's on.
No, I mean like my comment. I mean, I just made some comments.
Oh, okay. Here is Anthony Rizzo stepping in, and the pitch from Wu is a strike that's called a ball. I don't even know where I'm at for the plus minus. We'll get back into that tomorrow. I think it's been so back and forth, it might actually be even right now. 1-0 for Wu to Rizzo. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. We'll have most. Oh my gosh, remember that game? Oh, I'd forgot about that one because they were so close to clinching. But oof, that game was brutal. Brutal. The 1-1 from Wu to Rizzo is fouled away, 1-2. Oh God, and that was Luis Castillo on the mound that game too in Kansas City.
Luis Castillo has been quite concerning this season. It's not. Yeah, he's not exactly Luis Castillo of April that we were used to, and 2022.
So many 3-ball counts. Here's the 1-2. Rizzo fouls off.
Wesley, you jinxed it. Don't say it. Nope, you're not supposed to. You don't do that. Rule number 1: do not talk about anything until the very end.
No worries. I just want to win.
Yes, flick of the switch. Flick of the ant colony is right.
1-2 to Rizzo. This is low, 2-2. I don't know. It's only bottom of the 4th, so it can't be a jam. If it was in the 6th, maybe. I didn't realize that
was 9th. Don't even say it.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that was happening. To be honest, the 2-2 from Wu to Rizzo. Yeah, Castillo just has been 3-ball count. Seems like to everybody.
All of the starters they've all been iffy at best. Every single one of them have been inconsistent. Even Bryce Miller, he's finally been figured out. Got Logan Gilbert, who's not exactly what he was last year. And let's not forget Luis Castillo struggling. George Kirby's even like up and down.
Here's the 3-2 from Wu to Rizzo. Down the line, and that baby is gone. A solo home run for Anthony Rizzo. And it is
Wesley, it's all your fault.
He apologized. No, it was foul ball. Wait, they say foul? Wait. Oh, foul ball. Wait. Okay, so it's all good. I thought that was gone. Oh my gosh. This is where no sound comes in. So you're good, Wesley. No need to apologize unless Rizzo gets a home run.
No, he's still apologizing.
It's all good. 3-2 outside, ball 4. And that will be a walk, so it's still intact. That's the 3rd walk for Wu.
Someone gets on base. No, the Yankees. The comeback has begun.
I thought
the
that
meltdown
has begun. Maybe I just looked at the TV wrong. That looked like it wasn't even close to being foul. But my eyes, I need an eye test done.
Also, just want to make some quick announcements while this game is going on, but we are going to be live for that Baltimore Mariners game tomorrow. Worst case scenario, Jay Trident will be taking the reins at the very beginning. He'll get my cool intros unless you guys disagree. And throughout commercial break, we will be reminiscing the unfortunate 1997 playoffs where the Mariners got drilled by the Baltimore Orioles. So stay tuned for that, and I'll give my thoughts on it as well. And I'll even tell you who the MVP of that series was for the Mariners. I know one player.
Stanton flies out to Julio, who almost runs into Teo there. I think Julio needs to let Teo get that. 1 down.
I got it.
I forgot about the 97 series. That's one that, like, in all the years people talk about the Mariners, I feel like 97 is one of those forgotten years.
97 and 2000 are heavily forgotten. Yep. But 2000 deserves to be that share of nostalgia, and I think part of the reason why they don't is just because A-Rod was on that team, and fans go out of their way to forget and pretend that never happened.
Agreed.
Thank you, Flick of the Switch. I think you will fit perfectly with my channel. Go ahead and watch all my videos and subscribe. Not subscribe. Watch every single one of them. Comment on every single one of them. Another things I have been considering too, and you got plays going on.
No, you're good. 0-1 to Josh Donaldson. He fouls off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 from Wu to the Yankee third baseman. And that's a +1 because that was low. Called strike 2. We'll take it. Go for it.
Yeah, so things I've been considering is these following. So maybe looking into other games because the Mariners algorithm can only do so much. If this was 2001 Mariners or 95, yeah, it'd be pretty easy, but I want to look at like AOS divisional rivals
Mhm.
because it's a pretty close race. So I want to look at those kind of games. I want to follow the Oakland because Oakland has been a very sensitive subject. And there is a video I got to make someday about Robert
Later, Paul.
Manfred, who has been very controversial, said some very snaky comments about Oakland, and then all of a sudden patronizes everyone by going, "Oh, yeah, I think I could have handled the Astros dumpster situation better." And it's like, why are you saying this again?
Real quick, didn't interrupt. What a play by Gino. Donaldson hit it deep in the hole. Gino flings it to second to get Rizzo at second base. Great play by Gino to get the lead runner there. Got him by a mile. Nice play by Eugenio Suarez. Char, have a good one, man. Always good to see
Goodbye,
you in
Char. Yeah, good fan of yours.
And I agree, Rivta. I'd love to do some other games here and just get more
Yeah,
out
because
there.
I do have a pretty solid Houston audience too for some random reason. It's because of that
Me too.
Jordan video that I made.
Yep. I got one for
It's
the playoff series. Here is Billy
probably because
McKinney.
we fit that Texas vibe. That's why
There we go. That's what it is. They
we have
like
that
us.
Texas-ish personality, so they kind of like us. Mariners is kind of tough because I don't have the personality of a Seattleite. Not even close.
We'll do an Astros Rangers game. I'll put on my cowboy hat and we'll go all out for that game.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's culturally appropriate against them.
Exactly.
With a cowboy yeehaw.
1-0 to McKinney. He pops out one up foul, 1-1. 2 outs, 1 on here. Woo is at 59 pitches. So pitch count in decent shape. He has walked 3, I think. So he's had a couple, but his command has seemed fine. 1-1 to Billy McKinney. 1 out, 2 outs, and 1 on. McKinney 3 series, including 2 home runs that have been backbreakers for the Mariners. The 1-1 is low, 2-1.
And heads up, I'm on my 1-minute warning because the reason why, there's a good old saying while building a content channel: do not quit your day job. Unless you're Mr. Beast or anything, or even at least urinating tree.
Yes, at that point, I will quit my day job, but not yet.
Well, even then, I don't even think I'll even do that just because of insurance reasons. Yeah, and it's just like football. Like the way I handle my jobs, it's like having quarterbacks on my team.
Yeah.
This is like my 4th, 5th string quarterback.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it.
In the practice squad.
Right.
Best Buy is my backup quarterback. And then my career, the career franchise quarterback. That one cannot go injured.
But yeah, I'm with you. Unless I just don't know if covering Mariner games will ever quite get 600,000 subs. So.
It won't.
No.
That's why we have to expand. We're gonna have to grow into the entire baseball universe eventually.
Yeah. Yep. Or do dances on TikTok. Here's
something like that.
Woo's 2-2 to Billy McKinney. Is going to be a pop-up. Colton Wong going over. I think it's going to get out of play, and it will. We will do the 2-2 again. Woo's pitch count getting up there a little bit. He's at 63. The Yankees have fouled off some pitches and have gotten 3 walks. So
wear and tear will do it.
Yeah, I don't think Woo's going to be going 9, so I don't think we have to worry about any jinxes or anything like that. But you never know. Could be a combined. Woo comes set. His 2-2 is going to be ready here to Billy McKinney. He steps in.
Oh, Samantha says she would like to see us dance on TikTok. How about this? Like, if the Mariners hit a home run, we'll do some stupid dance and then split them up into a short or something like that.
That is my wife, and I don't know why she wants to see me dance on TikTok. I appreciate the support, though. So thank you, sweetheart, very much. I appreciate it. Animal Sanctuary is back. McKinney flew out to end the inning, so we will head to the 5th. It is 10-0 Mariners. It did look like it showed up. Yes, thank you. Maybe we will. Maybe we're destined to be. Maybe we do like a Mariners dance. We'll just put like a Mariners logo on it. So offense showed up. It has, Christian. It definitely has. It's been a good game. Welcome back, Animal Sanctuary. 10-0. So hopefully Dylan Moore does get in the game. There's a lefty reliever in, so you may get some Dylan Moore action eventually.
And that's the time for me. I've got to go because the old saying, don't quit your day job.
Good luck. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick around tonight, but I'll definitely see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow, and I will get that show fired up at 4 o'clock. And everyone go M's and bad vibes only.
It's work today. Have a good one, man.
Later.
Roof is out. Always good to see a Rooftop. Finally, well, he's not in yet. But the game's 10-0, lefty on the mound. You could get some Dylan Moore action. I don't know. Not saying yet. Not saying it. Yeah, always sad when Rooftop leaves. But I will carry you guys home here through the rest of this game. 10-0 Mariners as we head to the top of the fifth. This has been a fun one. Thank you guys all for joining, and my wife for joining us as well to provide the commentary for me dancing on TikTok. Always a pleasure. Hold on. I will respond to that later. Defense. Hello. What's up?
Sorry,
You're good.
You using the iPad?
No.
Can I steal it?
Yep. I just have the lineups on it, so you're good. I think I remember the lineups now. So.
I need that.
Oh, yep. Sorry. I got to switch pens now. Just passing the iPad along to the missus.
Thank you, darling.
Love you. David, yes, it has been. Yeah, the Yankees defense, Wesley, has been atrocious tonight.
I wanna see the TikTok
Okay, we'll see. But I agree, Wesley. It's been atrocious. 3 errors tonight. So it's good to see the Mariners take advantage of it. It is a blowout. It is 0-1 to Colton Wong as Ramirez delivers strike one. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Appreciate you guys being in here. It means a lot to me. Have a great time doing it. Colton Wong has reached base twice with a home run and a walk. Here's the 0-1. That misses low, 1-1. Colton Wong, Mike Ford getting some rare at-bats against left-handed pitchers here. Does Colton Wong have a multi-home run game in him? Let's find out. Against the lefty, too. 1-1. 4 home runs to the Mariners. It ties their season high. They've done it 3 times. So let's see if they can hit 5. They've got time left to do it. 2-1 to Colton Wong. From Nick Ramirez. Wong on the year, 161, 1 home run, 10 RBIs to pitch. Swing and a foul ball, or a foul tip, 2-2. Wife says TikTok. Sounds like you have no, gosh. I do have a TikTok if you guys want to sub, but it's mostly like my YouTube short type stuff that I do. Sometimes I just put it on there because you never know, get a following there. But I don't even go on TikTok. The 2-2. Swing and a miss by Colton Wong on the slider, 1 down here in the 5th. I'm just not into TikTok. I like the YouTube community. I don't even really like Twitter that much, but it's just, the only reason I really use Twitter is just, the beat writers and stuff. That's where you get a lot of information, on trades and stuff. Home run distances today. Wong's was 384. Ty France 430. Teo was 437. Cowles was a classic Yankee Stadium home run just down the line. Here's Jared Kelenic. He takes low, ball 1. I'm going to check that Would It Dong account. I wonder if Cowles would actually have gotten out anywhere else. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. YouTube Premium for me. I don't have YouTube Premium, but I'm going to have to get it or something for the NFL package this year. I'm going to check Cal Raleigh's home run because I'm curious if that would have gone out anywhere else. That was a classic Yankee Stadium home run. Curious if all these Mariner home runs, where they would have gone out at. The 2-0 to Kelenic is inside 3-0. So I will have to get YouTube Premium at some point here in order to get the package. I'm assuming so. Checking out. Runs 3-0 to Jared Kelenic. And that's inside. That's in there, 3-1. Wow, Cal's home run actually would have been out in 6 parks, including Seattle. Wow, that actually would have gotten out in Seattle. I'm surprised. I guess it wasn't quite just down the line, so it did have a little bit to it. Teos was a no doubt about it, out in every ballpark. The 3-1. Swing and a miss by Kelenic, 3-2. So Teos would have been out everywhere. Ties as well. That was a no doubt about it, out everywhere. And Colton Wong's would have been out at 28 parks. So only 2 parks would have held in Colton Wong's home run. I'm guessing San Francisco would have held that one with their right field. And I'm not sure who else where that would have held. 3-2 to Kelenic. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing and a miss. Strike 3. I don't know what Jared's swinging at there. Very worth it. Cool. I'll definitely check it out. Yes, I do have Red Zone, but I want to do more Seahawk live games and stuff. I'm not going to lie. I've been kind of streaming them off of other places, and I don't want to deal with any lags and stuff if I'm going to do live streams. But I do have Red Zone. I'm going to do some Red Zone streams if you guys want to join me for some of those. I'm thinking of doing this week 1 for the football season. I'm thinking of doing a all-day stream. Early games, we do Red Zone. Seahawks game at 1. I don't know if I'll have the energy to do Sunday night game as that misses outside to Julio. But I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah, he is. Rough night for Kelnick. No, Moses, I think he batted leadoff in Texas once, but the game was so out of hand that I don't blame you for not remembering it. 1-1 to Julio as that's in there for a strike. I'm going to put in a call for a Julio home run. Let's get that 5th home run. Julio's kind of due. He hasn't homered in a while. I'm going to put in the call for a Julio Rodriguez home run. The 1-1 to Julio is in there for a strike, 1-2. He's got to swing the bat. But this is Mariners' most home runs in the game this year is 4. I think they'll get 5 tonight. Just feels like it. And I'm going to call it for Julio. 10-0 Mariners here in the top of the 5th. Nick Ramirez, who took over for Domingo Germán, who was roughed up tonight. And the 1-2 from Ramirez to Julio is low, 2-2. Good take by Julio. Got some comments. I will get to them as soon as this half inning is over. There's a look at the Mariners skipper, Scott Service, who has been the topic of conversation tonight. As you guys know, I'm not necessarily a Scott fan, but I just don't think he's been the problem necessarily. But, it is what it is. Here's the 2-2. And that's hit on the ground to the third baseman, Donaldson. He fires over to first in time to get Julio, so my call does not come to fruition. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Mariners 10, the Yankees nothing. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that for football. I'll be drained, but I think I'm going to do it. Oh, wow. Is it? Oh, it dropped under 800. He's just been holding on. Every time Kelnick comes close to drawing below 800, he gets that double or that single. So if he would have swung at that pitch, it might still be 800. Julio get homer all day and 25 to rooftop. Well, it was a ground out to third, so maybe 25 cents will work. Break. Thank you, Jacob, man. Thanks for tuning in. You have missed a lot. You missed a fun one, my man, but thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Just so you guys know, I will likely not have a post-game show tonight. Doing these live streams, it's surprising how much energy it takes out to do this. It just kills my voice. So probably no post game tonight. Yeah, maybe it'll take a quarter. But yeah, thank you guys that all are willing to donate, but just not quite there yet with my channel. But hopefully by football season, maybe I will be. So that's the goal, is to be there by football season. Not that you guys have to give anything. I just enjoy having everybody here. I know it sounds cliche. But it really is just what it's all about. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that for football. I think that would be a lot of fun to do kind of an all-day stream. Early games, Red Zone. Then we go over for Rams Seahawks at 1 o'clock for opening day. And then there'll be a Mariners game that day as well. It'll depend on where the Mariners are at in the standings. I'll always have a Mariners post game up. So even if the team is 20 games out, I'll still do a post game, but the content will definitely shift to Seahawks. It's not a matter of giving up. It's just a matter of what's more fun to talk about. If a team's, I'm not saying the Mariners are going to go to 58-80, but it's tough to talk about a team when they're kind of out of it. But I'll still have post-game recaps up as much as I can. There's obviously going to be a couple days I'll miss. What's on tap for the Mariners is Adley Rutschman and the Orioles tomorrow. Rutschman has been killing it. MVP candidate this year. I believe he finished runner-up to Julio in Rookie of the Year last year. So the Mariners will get their first look at Mr. Rutschman this season. They did see him last year in Baltimore, but he had just come up. So now they'll see the full Rutschman experience. JK pulls out of the slump. Yeah, he's dropped off just, he's still held on enough where he's been serviceable. And listen, the hot April still counts. It still counts. So, he still gets that to kind of carry him. Listen, if you would have told me on June, what is this? Is Brian Woo's first pitch to? My wife took the laptop there, the pad that had all the lineups in it. Is this Harrison Bader? I think this is Harrison Bader. He fouls it off. Yes, it is. Strike one. But if you would have told me on June 22nd, Jared Kelnick had a 799 OPS, I would have signed up for it also. So I try to remember that as well. Here's the 0-1 from Woo to Bader. Outside 1-1. So like I said, Buda Baker when I said that. Woo to Baker. There's a score for anybody new joining. It is 10-0 Seattle Mariners. The 1-1 to Harrison Bader from Brian Wu is in there for strike 1 and 2. Bader 255, 6 homers, 19 RBIs this season. The Yankees lineup's been scuffling, and without Aaron Judge, it is definitely not the same lineup that we're used to seeing from the Yankees. Wu is ready. Bader looks in the 1-2. And that's a great stop by Ty France at first. Bader went over and got that. France flips it to Wu for the out. Great play by Ty France. Good to see it. Wu gives him a high five. That's a great Gold Glove play there by Ty. Bader swung at a fastball or slider way outside, tried to poke it into right field, but Ty did a great job to get that one. That'll bring up the 8-hole catcher, the 8-hole hitter, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. What does Draft Nick Mark call him? The home run stroker, Kyle Higashioka. Will step in. Wu at 68 pitches, so I imagine he might go 6. Pitch to Higashioka is fouled away. Might get the Yankees swinging a little bit more here too now. 10-0. Even teams like that are losing, they want to get these done with. Like they don't want to sit around all day either. So we'll see if the Yankees start kind of swinging at some pitches, more pitches as well. Wu is ready, and his 0-1 to Higashioka. Fouled away, 0-2. Higashioka on the year 227, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. He homered off Castillo last year. Booking their ticket, Ronald Acuna Jr. and Shohei Ohtani will bypass second voting automatic starting assignments. And I don't know how the All-Star voting is. I remember when he went to the game and he got the little paper and you poked the hole. That's how I remember voting for All-Stars. It's all whack now. Apparently Acuna Jr. and Ohtani don't have to be voted on anymore because I don't know. All-Star game will be in Seattle. Hopefully doing a stream for that. Wu's 0-2 to Higashioka is grounded foul. That was the 71st pitch of the night for Wu. Rooftop and I talked about doing the home run derby. I don't think I'm going to do the derby. It just happens too fast now because of the clock. They don't do it one pitch at a time. Even the announcers there can't keep up with it. I don't think I'd be able to keep up with the home run derby at all if we did that. The 0-2 from Wu to Higashioka is grounded foul again. So Higashioka getting the pitch count up there for Brian Wu, unfortunately. They're showing Jared Kelenic a lot in the outfield. I don't know if Kelenic did something, but the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good slider or two-seamer there from Wu. He gets the strikeout, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And that will bring up the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Maybe they're talking about Kelenic's OPS going under 800. Moses agreed with Stefan's point about Kelenic. He definitely has cooled off from that hot April. That was the 5th strikeout for Wu. That'll bring up Volpe. Then the pitch. Fouled away. I apologize earlier for the Rizzo that I called. I said it was a home run. It was not a home run. I was talking with Rooftop. For some reason, it looked like just gone. And Rizzo kind of stood there. So I thought that was a home run. It was just a foul ball. So it is still 10-0, not 10-1. Here's the pitch to Volpe. And that's in the dirt, 1-1. I definitely think I need to see an eye doctor here soon because the TV's right here and I have trouble seeing. I've eaten my carrots and everything, but I guess it just happens. Volpe walked his last time up. If you are new here, hit the like button, hit the sub button. And Wu comes setting the 1-1 to Volpe, to Volpe, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch from Brian Wu. Brian Wu has been really solid in search of his first W of his career tonight, if he can manage to get it. And Wu comes set. Volpe steps back in the box. And Wu's 1-2 to Volpe is on the way. And it's a foul ball out of play. We'll do it again. This could be the last inning for Wu. He is at 77. I think he'll come out for the 6th. I think he'll be out there for the 6th inning. But want to be careful with the young arms. Everybody's heading out. Mariners are up 10-0, and people are Feel it's in the back. Wu could have got a pitch clock violation there. 1-2 misses up high, 2-2. So either way would have been a ball. I think he did come set in time. I think it's when you come set, so it's not necessarily when you throw the ball. Wu is ready. This will be his 79th pitch. And the 2-2 from Wu to Volpe. Again, close on the pitch clock. Inside 3-2. Volpe gets on. I'll turn the lineup back over to LeMahieu. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 10-0 Seattle Mariners. The discussion has quieted. This is when it's like gets into these time of the games and everyone gets a little tired. 10-0, 3-2 pitch. Volpe fouls it off. We'll do it again. So Volpe making Wu throw some pitches here. May end up being the end of the night for Brian Wu if he can't get – well, he'll finish the 5th, but if he walks Volpe, this could be his last inning. 3-2 from Wu to Volpe is on the way. And it's a ground ball to third. Gino's got it. He will fling it across to Ty for the out. We have played 5 from the stadium tonight. It is the Mariners 10, the Yankees nothing heading to the 6th inning. Mariners are one home run away from a season high. 5 home runs. They have 4. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're new to the stream. Thank you guys for commenting. Appreciate everybody that's been in here. Hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. This has been a fun one to call. A wild game so far. To recap the runs, see if I can remember it without pulling up the box score. The Mariners scored on Teoscar Hernandez. RBI single went up 1-0. Cal Raleigh, I think, doubled to make it. No, Gino doubled to make it 3-0. A Cal Raleigh single made it 4-0. And then let's see. We got a question here from Christian. I think the Mariners might do a little both, to be honest. Kind of like what they did in 2021. It depends on where they are in the standings. If they finish this game off, they're 4 out of the playoff spot. I'm okay with that. I would have liked to gain some ground this series, but 4 is not terrible. I think they'll kind of do both. The core of the Mariners, I think, is too good that you're not going to be sellers. I could see them if they fall out trading Sewald, Teoscar, Tom Murphy, guys like that have some value. But I could also see them kind of selling some guys, but also buying. So exactly, William, exactly. Making some moves that would help next year. I could definitely see that. Very similar to how they handled 2021. Now, you could argue the Toro move and stuff didn't help them, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Kind of a buy and sell. I kind of see them doing that unless, like William says in his next comment, which again, spot on, unless they go on a tear of some kind. And maybe this is the start of it. Maybe this is the start. If they win 6-7 in a row, conversation may change a little bit for this team. Oh, the NBA draft is tonight. Victor Wembanyama, is that how I say it, from France went to the Spurs. Brandon Miller from Alabama went to the Hornets. And Scott Henderson, NBA G League Ignite. I don't know any of this stuff anymore. Went to the Portland Trailblazers, number 3. This, not the NBA I remember. So until the NBA and NBC comes back and the Sonics come back, I just can't get into the NBA. Ty France will step in. Nick Ramirez still on the mound here. Welcome in. We got 8 people in here. Hit the sub button, hit the like button. Hope you guys are enjoying this game for the Mariners. Ty takes low ball 1. Ty France with a home run tonight. He's also been hit by a pitch. Everybody in the Mariners having a pretty good night, except for Kellenick. Even guys without hits, Caballero and Ford, have RBIs. The 1-0 to Ty is fouled down the line. Scott Henderson, is that the guy that the Blazers got? The G League Ignite, I have no idea what that is. I know Brandon Miller from Alabama because I do watch the NCAA tournament. So I remember him at the Hornets. And I know that Victor guy is really tall and is from France. The 1-1, speaking of France, Ty France hits a line drive right to Josh Donaldson for out number 1. That will bring up Teoscar Hernandez. My wife took my iPad that had the lineups on it, so if I do mess up on that, I apologize. Patriotic Cowboy Hat Day, Saturday, July 1st versus the Rays. That'll be a fun series with the Tampa Bay Rays coming into town. Mariners will head to Baltimore next, and that pitch to Teoscar Hernandez from Ramirez misses outside, 1-0. Mariners will then head home, and I believe it's the Nationals and the Rays on the next homestand. Teo, 2 for 3, a single homer, 2 RBIs. That's going to be a line drive. That's going to get down for a base hit. Bader cuts it off. It'll be Teo's going for 2. The throw is going to be way in time. Teo is out at second. I don't mind that. I've criticized Teo in base running. I don't mind it there. It's 10-0, worth a shot. That's fine. Whether we are so going to depend where we. Yeah, exactly. It just depends on where they are at the wild card race. Teo will be out at second. Scott will not challenge. Now, if this game was 1-0 Yankees, I'd be livid at Teo doing that. But at 10-0, I don't have a big problem with it. I think he was actually safe. I don't know that Scout's challenging that, but I think he might have been safe. Yeah, 4.5 out at the exact moment. Is that including tonight? I'm assuming a win. I don't want to do that yet, but is it 4 if they win this or 4.5 with the win? Flick of the switch. I think it's 4 as Cal Raleigh takes strike 1. And he will take strike 2 on a borderline pitch, but I forgive the borderline calls when games are blowouts. I'm not going to count tonight just yet until I see the final out recorded. No clock in baseball to save you. So the 0-2 to Cal Raleigh. That misses low, 1-2. 4 if we – okay, cool. Good man, Flick. You're not counting the W yet. I respect that. I'm the same way. I'm not counting it till the game is over. So, yeah, I mean, they're still in this thing. And listen, as much as I've criticized the team, if they could win 6-7 in a row, and you might say, well, Jay, that's a lot. I mean, the 2004 Mariners, I think, had 2 7-game winning streaks or 2 6-game winning streaks. So it's not crazy this team can win 6 or 7 in a row. And then they're right back in this thing. They're probably a game or 2 back. So here's the 1-2 to Cal. Way inside, 2-2. Half game out of the deadline. Oh, yeah. I think if they're within 3, they'll probably be buyers of some kind. Like, they might not go crazy, but I think 3 or less, you'll see them try to make a move. 2-2 to Cal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nick Ramiro's done a nice job for the Yankees coming out of the pen. Has given them some innings and shut down the Mariners. We had the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mariners 10. The Yankees nothing. I think they'll be, like I said, I think they'll do a little. Yeah, exactly. I think they'll do a little something. Depending on where they are, is like, do they go all in? If they somehow get in front and take a wild card lead, I think they go kind of all in. If they're 2, 3, 4 back, I think they might do a couple small things that they can do to just improve the roster and then just hope, the most important thing for this Mariners team, Julio, Gino, Cal, all getting hot. Colton Wong not being a black hole. Luis Castillo getting back to April Luis Castillo. Getting Munoz back, which they've done. All that stuff is probably more important than most things the Mariners can do at the deadline. That's probably the things you'll hear Jerry talk about is they're going to look for, the current guys to step up and be a little better. That's going to be really the key for this team. This is, and again, we're only bottom of the 6th. This game is not over, but this would be a really big win for them. A loss would have put them 6 out, and you almost feel like dead. A win here, you're alive. You're floating a little bit, but you're alive. 4 is doable. And I do think this team is due for like a 6-7 game winning streak. I do think this is – it's funny. I keep saying it's a streaky team. The irony is they haven't had any streaks really big, winning or losing. They just kind of bounce back wins and losses. So it's kind of funny how I've talked about this team being so streaky. The irony is they haven't been. They've actually just been win-loss pretty much the whole way. So I think they are due to have a winning streak. If they can do that, it changes it. I'm not talking 14. They don't need a 14-gamer. I'm getting real tired of hearing that from people. Oh, they're not going to get a 14-game winning streak this year. They don't need that. They can win 5, 6 in a row here, starting tonight. I'm not saying they're going to sweep Baltimore, but, you never know. You're back in this thing. You're 4 or 5 over, and you're maybe 2 out. You're right there. So it doesn't take much. And like I said, the 04 Mariners had winning streaks. Yeah, it's true. Very true. It is. But, like I said, the 04 Mariners, I think, had 2 6-game winning streaks. That team, that's probably half their wins right there. So, I mean, if that team can do it, this team can do it. Big comments we fall through. Exactly. I'll feel really good if they can do that. If they can do that, I'll feel pretty good going home. And then you get the Nationals, a team that you can beat, hopefully. I think the Nationals are next. Brian Wu is still in there at 81 pitches. He faces DJ LeMahieu. And the first pitch is a strike, which is probably a ball. But again, not going to complain too much. Doesn't matter who you guys at deadline. Christian, you're spot on. I'm with you. The core's got to play better. And I think that's what you're going to hear Scott, Jerry, Justin all talk about. before the deadline is they need the core to step up. The core. 0-2 to Brian Wu as he pumps in a strike to DJ LeMahieu. But that's the most important thing. If this team is going to get in, they need nights like tonight. This is not going to be what's going to happen every night, but this is what they need. Teo home runs, Cal home runs, a Julio hit, stuff like that. That's what this team is going to get this team to the next level. I agree with you, Christian. The 0-2 from Wu to LeMahieu is pop foul. We'll do the 0-2 again. LeMahieu's batting leadoff. He'll be followed by Gleyber Torres. And is Stan hitting third tonight? Again, my wife took the pad, so I don't know. But I think it was Stan hitting third. Or it's Rizzo. I think it's Rizzo hitting third. Wu's 0-2 to LeMahieu is going to be a grounder. Tough play here for Gino, charging. Fires over to first. It's in time to get LeMahieu. Nice play. Gino has played really well defensively tonight. Wu is getting such weak contact that some of these plays have been tough. Be a tough month. They play one. Wow. And see, thank you for letting me know because I did not know that the schedule was that tough. And they get the Red Hot Giants in July too. That's a team that's won like 10 in a row. And they still got to play the Reds. Rizzo, thank you. Look at the switch. Appreciate it. They still have to play the Reds, who all of a sudden went from bad to not a pushover. The Giants didn't look good. Now they're rolling. Did the Giants win again today? They've won 10 in a row. The Reds have won like 11 in a row. Let's check. I'll give the score update in between innings of where we'll go around the MLB park today. The A's lost. They won 7 in a row. I think they've lost 8 in a row now. 1-0 to Gleyber Torres is a strike on the outside corner. The Giants lost 10-0. And then the Reds did not play today. So the Giants winning streak is over. I'm back. You're good. You're good. Welcome back, man. I appreciate it. Still good. Still 10-0 Mariners. Bottom 6th, 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 count on Gleyber Torres is in there for a strike, 1-2. So still 10-0. Yeah, Giants got smoked today. Just saw that. So we'll go around the league here in between innings. I'll give the score update for the rest of the league. The 1-2 from Wu to Mr. Gleyber Torres. And the 1-2 on the way is outside 2-2. I think that missed by a lot. If Cal was able to frame that, and that was a better pitch, I think that would have been a called strike. But Cal was set up inside, that missed outside. This will be the 90th pitch for Brian Wu, who is in line to get his first major league win if the Mariners can get the last 11 outs here without giving up 10 runs. The 2-2 is low, 3-2. I imagine there's probably some action in the Mariners bullpen, maybe flexing, getting loose. Rays, Giants, Houston. Yeah, that's going to be murderer's row. They do come back. I think they get the Tigers after the break, so that'll be nice. Hold serve, you know what I mean? And just find a way to win those other series. The 3-2 pitch, Torres fouls it off. We'll do the 3-2 again. Just got to hold serve. It sounds brutal, Moses, because it is brutal. Adcock's getting loose in the bullpen for the Mariners. But yeah, it's going to be it's not going to be easy here. The 3-2 from Wu to Gleyber Torres. Wu gets his sign on the pitch. It is going to be a little dinker for a base hit. That is the first hit of the night for the Yankees. So Wu was no-hitting the Yankees through 5 1/3. Tried not to talk about it, but it did happen. Wu was not going to be able to go the distance tonight anyways at 91 pitches, so it had to have been a combined effort. The Yankees do have a hit, though, on Gleyber Torres, dropping one into right field. So 1 out, 1 on here for Anthony Rizzo. A little unfortunate. It would have been fun to see that. Yeah, you didn't jinx it, though, Wesley. You're good. It happened so much later. I'm not a jinx person myself, so you are good. If we have that much control over the Mariners, then I would have them winning multiple World Series. Rizzo hits one down the line, and that ball is off the top of the wall. Did it get out? I think they're going to say Rizzo might be out at first. No, it's going to be a single. Into third goes Torres. That one definitely came through, was fair. Tigers, Twins, Blue. Yeah, and the Diamondbacks are much better this year. They went from it looked like a pushover to a decent team. Got to tip our cap to him. Yep, absolutely. Rizzo belted that one down the line. So I don't think it got out. We're going to look at this. Teo's messing with the fan out there. No, that's not a home run. The fan and Teo we're getting into a little bit. Those Yankee fans can be they know how to trash talk. That's not a home run. That did not go well. I don't think it is, at least. I don't know. That slow-mo didn't help me at all. It was blurry. First and third with one out, and I wonder if Scott's going to come and get Woo. He's at 93 pitches. Well, the umps are going to talk. I don't think that was a home run. Maybe it's a ground rule double. I don't know. Yeah, July is going to, and that's the dog days. That's the dog days. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even the A's have won 7 in a row this year. Now they've lost every other game this season, but even they have had some winning streaks. Teo and the Yankee fans barking. Hopefully all fun banter there. Right now it's first and third with one out as Rizzo drilled one off the wall. They're looking to see if this was a home run. I don't think it is. Are they looking to see fan interference? I don't think it's interference, though, if it's over on the fence. I think it's a base hit. I don't think that was a home run. I don't think that got out. So it should be runners on the corners. I imagine Scott's going to come get Woo here, regardless of what happens with this call. I'm not sure what the call is. I think it stands as a base hit. The ump went like this. So it looks like it's going to be first and third with one out for Giancarlo Stanton. Woo might get to face Stanton. We'll see. Nope, Scott's going to come get it. That's going to be it for Brian Woo. He is in line to get his first win. Goes 5 1/3. Great outing for Brian Woo. He was fantastic tonight. Scott's giving him the pep talk and giving him the attaboy. That'll do it for Woo. He was great tonight. Didn't give up a hit until the 6th inning. He's disappointed, but he was brilliant tonight. Yes, awesome job by Brian Woo for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Oh, I'm skipping comments here. Yeah, absolutely, Moses. Gonna be a sad day if when Woo shut down doing it. I didn't even think of that. That's a great point, Jeffrey. That's the thing with this rotation. It's why I've talked about starting pitching low key being a need for this team because Miller's got to be on an innings limit. Woo is. Remember, George Kirby was the 5th starter because of that. That was one of the concerns was that George Kirby was kind of on an innings limit. I feel like that's kind of out the door now. So, getting Marco back or adding another pitcher is kind of a need for this team if they end up buying. Great outing for on the road against the Yankees. Absolutely a fantastic outing. Let's hope Adcock can come in and shut him down and keep it at 10-0. But you'll definitely trade an out for a run here if you're the Mariners. 10-0, bottom of the 6th, runners at first and third. Ty Adcock will be coming in to face Giancarlo Stanton with runners on the corners. Rizzo hit about a 350-foot single. I hope so, Wesley. I hope so. I never count them till they're over. This is a tough place to play baseball. It's the mystique, the house of horrors of Yankee Stadium. You never know. But, you still got the big guns in there if you absolutely had to. You got Munoz out there and Brash and Seawald. So I'm certainly not concerned, but would like to get the outs. Maybe Teo shouldn't have gone for 2 on that double. Stayed first. Maybe we could be up 12-0. Pet food commercial. Got to take care of the dogs. George Clooney's whiskey, or a whiskey that he does commercial for, and we're back. The Seattle Times. Sign up now. I've not gotten a newspaper in years. When I was a kid, I used to love the newspaper. I'd always read. That's how I would see scores from other games and stuff before the internet days. I had to get the newspaper, always check the leaders, the home run leaders and everything. So those days are just long gone. You can find out every score right away. Great outing from Brian Woo. Did walk a few, but still an outstanding outing from him. Woo is responsible for the 2 runners on. He went 5 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, no earned. Is responsible for the 2 runners, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts on 93 pitches. Great outing from Woo. Miller pitched 133. Yeah, so, all these guys, that's what I've said. I think starting pitching, again, if they decide to buy, is a little bit of a need for this team. Ty Adcock coming in. He's appeared in 4 games, 4 1/3 innings pitched. He has not given up a run. He struck out 3 and walked none. He inherits a couple runners on here with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. And the ever-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton up. And he hits that ground foul. That would have made it 10-2 very quickly. Allowed strike 1 from Stanton. Stung that thing down the line. Adcock's done a nice job since coming up. He's kind of starting to gain Scott's trust, it seems like, as a guy. Not that 10-0 is necessarily high leverage, but He has pitched in some close games. Here's the 10-0 pitch, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground, this could be two. Wong to Caballero back to first in time. Double play. So Wu gets off the hook, not a long run. Great job by Ty Adcock coming in and getting the ground ball from Stanton. The Mariners turn 2, 10-0, heading to the 7th. So you got to figure maybe 150 at most from Miller. You know what I mean? So Wu's going to be on an innings limit, like Jeffrey said. Kirby probably was. They've probably kind of thrown that out the window unless they fall out of contention. Then it doesn't really matter. But that's why I don't bash on Marco. Like, this team's probably going to need Marco if he can come back healthy. I don't think they need to go out an ace, but you need some pitching depth. The Mariners need some pitching depth. Yeah, very nice. Nice double play there. We'll head to the 7th inning, 10-0. Glad it ends up no earned runs for Brian Wu tonight. He did not deserve to give up any runs. And Rizzo's almost home run turns into nothing. One of those games where, yes, it does. It does feel good. This has been a fun game. I'm glad you guys have been joining me for it. Haven't had a lot of these for the Mariners this season. There's been a few, but there has been less of these than before. But hopefully this is the start. Hopefully this is what gets this team going. I was very harsh on them yesterday, and I stand by that. Yesterday was a very frustrating game for this team, and a game I thought they needed to win, but tonight as well. And how about Brian Wu up to the challenge of it? This is what I wanted from Castillo yesterday. Now, I'd like to see Castillo go 6-7, but Wu is doing that. I forgot who was it saying that Wu might be the best pitcher right now. I think it was he's been in here a bunch. Can't remember who it was, but he stepped up tonight in a big spot for this team. Let's go around the league, check out some scores. Mariners up 10-0 on the Yankees going to 7th. Royals and Rays, are tied 5-5 top of the 9th. So the Royals giving the Rays some fits. D-backs beat the Nationals 5-3 earlier today. Braves beat the Phillies in 10, 5-1. All runs there scored in the 10th inning. So 0-0 going to extras. Guardians knocked off the A's 6-1. Guardians are back to 2 games under. Twins beat the Red Sox. Good news for the Mariners, 6-0. Padres blanked the Giants 10-0, ending their 10-game streak. Marlins knocked off the Pirates 6-4. The Pirates have really fallen off. They're now 6 games under after they were holding serve for a while there. And that is it. Not a busy schedule tonight in baseball. Tomorrow, full slate, as here is the pitch from Abreu. This is it Tony Abreu? Albert Abreu coming in. Tony Abreu. That's the Astros reliever. 1-0. First pitch misses for a ball to Eugenio Suarez, That's in their first strike, 1-1. Gino batting 6th tonight. Sorry. Gino with an RBI double earlier, and he did have a single as well. He's 2 for 2, and he walked. 1-1 to Gino. Fouled it off, 1-2. Mariners scored 4 in the first. Colton Wong, first home run. Ty France, first road home run this season. And Brian Wu in line for his first career win. So a lot of firsts tonight for this Mariners team. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That's outside 2-2 to Gino. Helps me out a lot. The likes just help get it out to more people. And the subs always help. Thank you, anybody new that subbed last night. I appreciate it. My video blew up a little bit for my standards. The 2-2 to Gino is way outside, 3-2. There's Brian Wu enjoying the rest of his night off. Well-deserved. Along with Mr. George Kirby standing with him. He is in line for his first win of the season. The 3-2 to Gino is, did he go? He looks like he did not. He did not. Lead-off walk for Gino. Love to see the team add on a few more runs. Scoring runs is fun. Big-time bats. Ordered out 93rd All-Star Game commemorative bat. That looks pretty cool, actually. That would be like a cool memento to have. Something like that. Anybody here going to the All-Star Game? That would be really cool. I've always wanted to do that. Go to an All-Star Game. Here's Mike Ford. And Ford swings and misses over a nice tight slider from Abreu. 0-1. Ford does not have a hit today, but he does have a sac fly, which was the 4th run of the Mariners' first inning. He's 0 for 2. He scored a run as well, reached on an error. That misses outside, 1-1. I said the Mariners would get that home run tonight. They've tied their season high with 4. I said they'd get the 5th. So let's see. Let's see if they can do it. Mike Ford's a guy that's capable. Maybe the Colton Wong multi-homer game. 1-1 to Ford. Swing and a miss. Good change. Change or split from Abreu. Good pitch. Abreu's always had good stuff. I think he's been struggling a little bit this year. I didn't see his numbers when he came in. The 1-2. Good pitch. Just misses 2-2. Great pitch, 98. That's a great pitch because nothing Ford can do with that, even if he swings at it. Ford is ready. Abreu looks ready. And the 2-2 to Mike Ford. Gino on at first after a walk. A leadoff walk. No outs. The 2-2. Good pitch. Strike 3 called. Little low, but that's a strike. That's a good pitch. Wish I could afford to go. Yeah, same. Trust me. I mean, I don't live in Seattle, but even if I did, same. But I'm going to try to do a play-by-play for the All-Star game. Maybe me and Rooftop will do that. Like I said, we thought about the Derby. He, I think, wants to do it. The Derby moves too fast. And I'll be honest, I don't like the home run Derby. I was cool last year with Julio. Here's Caballero. Takes strike 1 at 99. Another good pitch for Abreu. But the home run Derby to me, and there's not going to be a Mariner in it, I don't think, this year. Maybe they put Julio in it just because it's in Seattle. But the Derby to me is just, I don't know, it's kind of boring. It's like batting practice. I mean, it's fun if you're there. But that's about it. The 0-1 to Caballero. Fights that off and on his hands at 98, 0-2. Good. Abreu looks sharp today. Gino led off with a walk. Mike Ford was called out. And Caballero in an 0-2 hole. The power threat of Colton Wong is on deck. I did say after the first home run, I think Wong will have a multi-homer game. So we'll see. The 0-2, that's right there. Strike 3 call, 98 paint from Abreu. Caballero is out, 2 down. And that will bring up Mr. Colton Wong. Here are the pitching matchups in Baltimore. It'll be Logan Gilbert and Kyle Gibson tomorrow. Saturday at 1 o'clock will be Bryce Miller and Dean Kramer. Sunday will be George Kirby, and the Orioles have yet to announce their starter. Gibson's 8-4, 3.94 ERA. He's had a good season. Kramer 8-3, but with a 4.56 ERA as Colton Wong takes strike 1. Logan's been a little up and down this year, not quite as solid, but I still have faith in Logan Gilbert. The 0-1 to Colton Wong. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Gino will stop at second. Colton Wong has reached base 3 times today. A walk, a single, and a home run. Colton Wong's ice. I hear my ice machine. I'm like, what is that noise I'm hearing from the kitchen? Good game for Colton Wong. He has reached base 3 times today. Good for him. Nice job, Colton. Rooting for everybody in his team. And listen, if Colton Wong can get hot, that will tremendously help this ball club. Here's the one guy that just hasn't gotten anything going today. It's Jared Kelenic. Cobby and Ford at least have RBIs. Kelenic looking to check in. He'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. A little base knock would be great. Also be nice if Kelenic could put one over that short right field porch. Gino's on at second. Colton Wong is on at first. And the 0-1 to Kelenic. That's in their 0-2. Kelenic has not looked comfortable today at the plate. The 0-2 to Kelenic. Inside 1-2. 99 from Abreu. Abreu's looked pretty good. The Mariners have made him throw 19 pitches. So even here, like, they're doing a nice job against a good reliever, making him throw a lot of pitches. So we'll take that. Kelenics OPS has dipped under 800. Hopefully he can get that back over 800. The 1-2 inside 2-2 to Jared. Yes, Wong with the multi-hit game and a walk. Three times on base for Colton Wong. Home run, a single, and a walk. A double and a triple shy of the cycle for Colton Wong. I don't know if he'll get 2 more at-bats, but he should get at least 1 more. Maybe. He might not even get 1 more, to be honest. It depends probably what Kelenic does here. Abreu comes set. His 2-2 to Kelenic is hit on the ground right to Rizzo. He'll underhand to Abreu for out number 3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. It is still the Mariners 10 and the Yankees nothing. here. Bottom of the 7th. Hope everyone's enjoying this game tonight. Thank you all for checking in. Yes, the clap, the soul clap for Colton Wong. Good for him. Good for him. He needed it. I've kind of stopped being critical of Colton Wong. Just one, he's not really been the everyday second baseman. And two, it's just, the guy's going through. You saw, if you guys were watching, you saw when he hit that home run, how much that meant to the guys in the dugout, how important that was for him. Like, that's one thing, when these guys are battling, like, they know he's fighting it. He wants to do well. So good to see for Colton Wong. Good to see. He is on the board. We saw Andrew Benintendi get on the board against the Mariners, and now Colton Wong gets on the board. We just play more. Yeah, it's tough, Wes. Like, I'm kind of with you. It's also like he just hasn't played well, so it's tough to give him the playing time. But if Colton Wong can just be what he's been in his career, a solid player, that's a big boost for this team. And you can then platoon him and Caballero, and you have a decent 1-2 head at second base. Good. Woozy are identified. It's amazing how much that Texas start did to his numbers, that he has thrown 3 straight gems, and his ERA is still in the 5s thanks to that Texas start. That was just brutal. I guess when your ERA is 27, that's going to happen. I'll check the exact ERA here for Woof. It's exactly at 5. Kelnick's OPS down to 793. Wong's up to 473. Yeah, Woo at 5.09. That'll get under 5, I'm sure, his next outing, which should be against Washington. So should be a game he can pitch pretty well in. All-Star game is July 8th. And I can't believe we're already at the All-Star break here in just a week or so. Play ball park at Lumen Field. Get to go to Pete Carroll's House of Horrors to get some all-star stuff. Seahawks season starting up soon. Cannot wait for football season. I've got the itch. I think who was saying it earlier? Was it Moses was saying it? I'm with him. We got the itch for some football, but enjoying some baseball in the meantime. Dave Valley, Brad Adam talking about Brian Wu back in the studio. The Futures game will be Saturday, July. Oh, the All-Star game is July 10th. Sorry, the Futures game is July 8th. And the managers of that game are going to be Harold Reynolds and Raul Ibanez. You got to do the Raul on the home run call. Raul had some good years here. Always like Raul. Good hitter. Good professional hitter. Yeah, the Mariners' strikeout to walk ratio in their rotation is insane. Even with his last 2 starts, Castillo's is really good. We know Kirby's is like 12-1. Miller's is good. Logan's is good. And Woo's is good. This starting staff does not walk people, and it strikes people out. This is a good starting rotation for sure. I forgot I still got Rooftop down there. Is he trying to come out? Is he asking to add to stream, or is he on? I don't know. See if he messaged me. Returning for 16. Oh, he is. He's back. Welcome back.
Returning for 16 minutes. I need some company while I'm stuck in traffic, and obviously I'm not putting my camera on because it's a bad look as someone that's driving.
Welcome back. I saw it down there. I was like, is he back, or was that just from earlier? His thing was there. I wasn't sure. Then I saw your message. I was like, oh, he is back. Well, so far so good. It's 10-0 bottom of the 7th here, as Ty Adcock is still on the hill for the Mariners, and he will face 4, 5, and 6 for the Yankees. Leading off will be Josh Donaldson. Yeah, Stefan, they've got to get there, though. They have to prove that they need to, as Donaldson will hit a fly ball into shallow center. Julio and Kelenic, it's going to be Julio taking it for out number 1. I definitely agree they need to add bats, but they need to also get back into contention first. This is a good start. It's a good step.
Just improve the coaching. Just make better decisions, and we are running away with at least a 3 spot if we just fix the coaching alone. Okay, I know they're not going to fire, but at least if Service learns from himself and makes better decisions, be tougher on his players.
Well, so far so good. Hopefully, like I said, maybe should have done it back in April, but hopefully better late than never as McKinney steps in and takes ball 1 outside. Excuse me, and I said 4, 5, and 6. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Yankees this inning.
I will also say this game hatched me an idea. Now, this is a total jinx, but If the Mariners win, I'll make a video saying, "Did the Mariners save their season?" And I'll put in the Scott Service rah rah, Brian Wu doing really well, the offense finally exploding, Colton Wong 3 hits, or
I
getting on
know
base.
the Colton Wong, the 2-0 is going to be in there for a strike, 2-1 to McKinney. No, I think, and obviously let's get the final 8 outs. But I don't think you're wrong in terms of saying this saved the season. I mean, they lose this game, they're 6 out of a playoff spot. That's trouble. And like people point out in my chat, the July schedule is rough. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be a line drive right to Julio for out number 2. Like, this puts him 4 back. That's not great, but with everything that's gone wrong, I'll take it.
Yep, that catched me an idea. Did the Mariners save their season?
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Like, I don't think that's a hyperbole at all. Most strikeouts in first 4 starts in Mariners history. Felix had 30, Eric Hansen 27, and Brian Wu 25. Then Bryce Miller right underneath him. Strike 1
Eric
to Harrison.
I think Eric Hansen was like the pre 95 team. I think he was like around 92 and 93.
I don't remember that name, so it didn't ring a bell. But yeah, I think I swear we talked about him. Someone came up and we said, and we were talking about somebody. Oh, it was a closer. It was some random reliever for save. Strike 2, swing and a miss by Bader. There's a look at J.P. Crawford. Hopefully, he said he thinks he'll be back tomorrow. That would be nice. But can you take out the hot bat of Colton Wong? The 0-2 from Adcock to Bader, outside 1 and 2.
Well, let's not forget Colton Wong. To be fair, to make it much more objective, he did hit it off of a struggling Yankees pitcher. And don't forget, we're going up against Baltimore, which this is probably the most dominant Baltimore team that I have seen since 1997. And that's the last time they had a legitimate deep run to the World Series.
And Adley Rutschman maybe an MVP. I will say, I think their pitching is hittable. Like, it's not, it's been solid, but I think the Mariners can, if this is a sign of things to come, can get to that rotation. The 1-2 is going to be hit right to Adcock. He'll flip it over to Ty France in an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. But yeah, this is a legitimately good team. Benjamin all series for the, hey, you know what? That's the beautiful thing about baseball, Mr. Moses. It's, you never know. You never know. Maybe they do. Maybe they get hot, that they get going. I do think this team is capable. We know how good this rotation is with strikeout to walk ratio. Like, Logan should be better. Brian Wu's been fantastic. Miller, Castillo should be better. And I'm with Rooftop. I think this is a good lineup. I think this is a good offense. It just, whether you think it's coaching, whether you think it's whatever it is, they need to get it going on offense. And hopefully this is a start.
And I will say it. Let's remember the good old days when we had Cano and Cruz. Like, that was still a heavily talented team. But when it came down to crunch time, they always had a meltdown in somehow, some way, especially a team in 2016. They had a better run differential than the Texas Rangers that won the division. They had a negative differential. Yep. Mariners had a positive.
That Rangers team was insane. I think they went something like, and I'm probably going to exaggerate, they're like 55-5-1. It was insane, their one-run record that year. I don't remember what it was, but it was like historical. Like, we think the Mariners have had some good one-run luck the last couple of years. That 16 Rangers team was, I think they set the record for one-run wins. It was something ridiculous. Like you said, they had a negative run differential and won the division.
Luckily, their luck ran out in the playoffs easily.
Yeah, the Blue Jays took care of that very quickly. Was that the Bautista home run year where he was that year?
No, I don't think. I'm not sure.
Because they played twice.
They did. It had to be a 15.
Okay.
But who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm usually on to football by the time baseball playoffs roll around. Normally, not last year, but definitely in those years. To the top of the 8th we go. Ty France.
Mariners up to nothing.
Yep.
Gotta keep it going.
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple more runs, not so much now with the game, but just to have a little action. We haven't had any runs scored since the top of the 4th, so it's been kind of quiet. Julio will lead it off. Abreu's still out there for the Yankees, beginning his second inning of work. And the pitch to Julio is taken down the middle, first strike 1. And did my TV freeze? Nope, came back. 0-1. The Mariners are 1 home run away from a season high 5. I said they would get it after the 4th, so let's see if Julio can do it. The 0-1. Swing and a foul on a pitch way inside, 0-2. Julio 1 for 4, singled back in the first and scored a run.
Is Julio number 2 or 3? I think he's a 2.
He's 2 tonight. It's Kelenic, Julio, and Ty.
I know why Kelenic is struggling because he is just not capable. He's historically a terrible leadoff hitter because his strikeout to walk ratio proves that he's just not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's right for, and he just hasn't been playing. Chris Flexen's getting loose in the bullpen, so game back on. The 0-2.
New ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
My comments just went up. Everybody knows. They're like, okay, game on. The 0-2 to Julio. Down the line, foul. Let's see what people have got to say here. That's Rooftop. Rooftop is back, just joining us for some fun here. Yep, Rooftop is back. He is hanging out with us. He's just a blank screen right now, but he is back. Sub his channel if you haven't yet. The 0-2 to Julio is low. 1-2. Strike 3 call. Oh, my God, that's an awful call. Oh.
Unless you guys watch me driving, but I think that's kind of dangerous.
Might be a little bit. Julio called out on a absolutely. That might be one of the worst I've ever seen. I mean, I'm gonna excuse it because it's 10-0, but that sucks for Julio. That was.
Oh no, not excuse. Wait for the umpire.
Oh yeah, I mean, and honestly, right now, moving the game along, I'm not gonna bark too much, but there's been 2 tonight. If you can go back, there was a pitch to Kelenic by Herman earlier, and then that one to Julio. 2 of the worst calls I've probably ever seen. The 1-0 to Ty, that is a ball. 2-0. I mean, I will say this: these umps have been so terrible, but they've been equal opportunity terrible. I don't think they've been biased; they've just been bad.
Maybe just a little nervous to be in New York.
Could be that. Grounder to third. I don't know who's in at third. It's not Donaldson, but he'll flip it over to Rizzo for out number 2. 2 away, and that will bring up Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs here on the top of the 8th.
Oscar with a home run, and he's been heating it up lately.
Yes, he has. Sorry, my wife just walked through, so I was laughing at her. Yeah, Teo's been hot. Teo's been kind of carrying this offense. He's been – it's Dylan Moore, Animal Sanctuary. Dylan Moore is in.
Dylan Moore.
Can he
hit a home run?
Can he do something for Animal Sanctuary? And that is low or in there, 0-2. That was a strike. So I've got my setup here, and I'm watching my wife try and maneuver around my setup, my studio. The 0-2, swing and a miss for Dylan Moore. He goes down on 3 pitches. So sorry, Animal Sanctuary, if you're still in here. Nothing for Dylan. I'm sorry. I'm about to put that in there. Flick was putting in the call for Demo hitting the home run.
Too late.
Oops, I meant K on 3. Yeah, you're right. I hate when I call a home run for somebody, then they come up and just whiff on every pitch, but that's all right. I like the call. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 10-0. There has not been a lot of action in this game since the 4th inning, but that tends to happen in the blowouts. And just even the Yankees, they want to get out of here and go home too. Wesley, I'm hoping they don't put Flexen in. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get your wish. I think he is. Listen, if Flexen can't hold a 10-0 lead, then it is absolutely time to say goodbye to Chris Flex.
But really sad because he was fantastic in the 2021 season. That signing reminded me of the last minute signing of Chris Young in 2014.
Yeah, and Chris Young was pretty good for them.
That was a very underrated move. And I remember in 2014, they said that Cano and Felix were the strength of the team, but the actual strength of the team was the starting rotation.
Yeah, it was. That was a good rotation that year too. William Cook says Hansen came over from Houston in the Randy trade. I thought that was Halama. Was Hansen in that trade too? It was Freddie, Carlos.
There's no way. There's no one. All I saw was Randy Johnson, and it was for Carlos Guillen, John Halama, and Frank Garcia. So I don't know who Hansen Cole is, but so sorry, but unless it was like a sign and trade with the Diamondbacks.
No, you're thinking of William. You're thinking of John Halama. I think not. You're thinking of Halama. That I think he's thinking of Halama because he said something there. No flex zone. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, Wesley. I don't know what happened to Flexen either. He just looks. Oh, good news. Trevor Gott looks like he's going to be close to coming back. William's saying it's Hanson, Halama, Garcia. I thought it was. I got to look this up.
No, it was Randy Johnson, and on July 31st, 1998, he was traded to the Houston Astros for Freddie Garcia, John Halama, and Carlos Guillen.
Yeah,
and two of them were huge contributors to the team.
Yeah, it was Hanson was not in that trade, William. It was Freddie, Carlos, and Halama. Let me just.
I guess we're gonna have I guess William and I are gonna have an argument all over Scott's service and who was right about the Randy Johnson trade.
The good news is the Randy Johnson trade is something we can definitely look up. There's no.
He's going inside. He is going in right now.
Flexen is in his first pitch to Higashioka.
All will be
Listen, if Flexen can't hold this lead, then we got serious 2-0 as he misses low. Throw strikes, Chris. Just throw it over the plate.
You'll make a really good video to make.
Yes, I will say that. If Chris Flexen blows this, I will do a post-game show with you if Flexen blows this. The 2-0 is popped up. Kelenic, who's in right field now, coming in. Wong going out. What a catch by Kelenic in foul territory. Hopefully he's okay. He slid and makes the catch. 1 down. Great catch by Jared Kelenic.
And if the Mariners win, I can make my own video, and hopefully it blows up in some way. It's going to be clips put together in a voiceover.
Well, they got one out. No, you can't take Flex now. He's got to face 3 batters. So, yeah, William, I love you, man, but I don't think Hanson is in that trade. I think you're thinking of Halama. So, but all good. I still love you, man. No worries. You do have you got all the sports knowledge. So,
I don't know about William. He's blowing up my YouTube by going, "You can't say that about Scott Service. It was a good decision to put in Robbie Ray against Jordan Alvarez."
We want the engagement. That's what it's all about.
I want the engagement. So, yep. I'm following the Aqua Sox. Moses, just follow the Aqua Sox anyway. They have Harry Ford and Tyler Locklear.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna blow. I think Flexing got kind of screwed last year's real. Yeah, maybe, but I think it was necessary. I think it was the right call, but that could have messed him up a little bit. He's just fallen off. The stuff doesn't look nearly as good. That's going to be a line drive base hit into right field for Volpe. Down. And Christian, take it easy, man. Thank you for coming in as always.
I will speak of the Aqua Sox. I will be there. I'm planning to be there on July 16th at the game, so that will be fun.
Oh, nice. You'll have to do like a little live from that game or something.
I'm thinking about it, and only if I have the manpower, because I want someone to hold the camera for me or something.
Oh, that would be cool. Flexing. I don't think he's going to blow it. It's 10-0. It's 1 out, 1 on for DJ LeMahieu, and LeMahieu swings and fouls off the first pitch. Yep, Christian is out. See ya. Nice to see Big Flex get some more. Yeah, I mean, if he's going to pitch, this is the time to do it. Christian, your fans are saying goodbye to you. I love the community. Everybody's saying goodbye to everybody. It's awesome. Here's the 0-1 to LeMahieu. That's fouled away. 0-2. Flexen's stuff is just like in 2020. I remember thinking like this guy looks good. This year, he'll get ahead 0-2 because guys will foul pitches off, but just the breaking pitches don't look tantalizing at all. I mean, he just ugh.
What we need to do is we need to go infiltrating to other games, try to absorb some fans there.
Yeah.
Like get some Oakland fans, get some Houston fans, and then when there's like a game between like Houston and Oakland, we'll have everyone duking it out.
Yes, there we go. Get everybody together. Yes, Leslie got the strikeout there. I'm with you, Wilma. I think Flex will get it done. I think we'll be okay. It's just more fun.
William, I disagree. He's gonna blow it.
Here is who is this? Gleyber Torres. Yes, he will foul it off. Strike 1. 2 outs, 1 on. Flexen struck out DJ LeMahieu, who will now retire after being struck out. I mean, I've just Flexen's the new Colton Wong now. Like now that Colton Wong got his home run out. Okay, can we have a Colton Wong home run and 2 shutout innings from Flexen? Flexen's 0-1 is low, 1-1.
And look at that. My time has expired. I have another situation where it is, don't quit your day job as a content creator.
Or your night job now. It's
It is. No, this job is like my bullpen job. I'm the
Gotcha,
bullpen pitcher.
okay. And that's going to be a flyout. That will end it. Julio's under it. And Chris Flexen gets to the 8th. Rooftop, I will see you later, man, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bad vibes only.
Let's do it. Later. Always appreciate Rooftop stopping by and bringing his input. Flex stuff. Yeah, Steph, I agree. It's just, it doesn't look good. His stuff is, and listen, he got even the strikeout of LeMahieu, the pitch looked wolf, but I'll take it. Flexen gets through the 8th inning. We're heading to the 9th, one inning away from victory. But good to see Flexen have a shutout inning. Hopefully he can get back into it. I don't think they're using Flexen. For the most part, Flexen is good opportunities to use him in middle relief for short stints. Yeah, it's an interesting take, Flick. I've never thought of it. I think because the Mariners bullpen has been so good that it hasn't really occurred to me, but, kind of let him go max effort for an inning. And unfortunately, I really thought they had some good depth with Flexen as kind of the 6th starter, but it just hasn't worked out. That's an interesting take, always worth the shot to try and use guys in other ways. So, I appreciate the input there. I haven't thought much about it with Flexen. He's just so far down the bullpen depth chart right now. But, worth a shot. Try and get what you can out of everybody for sure. Let me update the banner as we were going top 9. No, not top 8. Top 9. There we go. If you are new here, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. That helps me out tremendously. Thank you to everybody that's new and has subscribed. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being in here. Is the stream still going? Is it still recording? Are you guys still seeing me? Just so you know. Just wondering if you look at most of his starts, usually gets slip 3rd, 4th. Yeah, it's worth a shot. I'm with you, Flick. That's interesting. And I'm with you. Am I still? Oh, there we go. I had it paused. Okay. I was looking at my phone here and it didn't show it anymore. So just making sure it was still live. Talking to the air. New pitcher, is this it is. It's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. We have a position player pitching. So let's see if the Mariners can get some runs here. This is his 3rd career pitching appearance, and that's 74. So this guy's got some stuff. Hopefully it's Seawald. No, it'll be 10-0. It'll be Flexen. They'll stick with Flexen. And Cal hits one deep to center field. Bader going back. He's got it just in front of the wall. Found him one lefty. No, a lefty. It was Halama. It was Halama. Right. So it is Kiner-Falefa pitching. He gets a quick first out of Cal Raleigh, who just missed a home run. Falefa looks like he's got some decent stuff, actually. I mean, it wasn't just lobbing it. That was 74. Here's Gino. 74 misses outside, ball 1. Kiner-Falefa's 1-0. Misses low 2-0. Gino would walk against the position player. No, I can see the I'll let Rooftop know. The 2-0 is in there for a strike, 2-1 at 75. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is on the mound for the Yankees, the middle infielder. And that misses 3-1. Gino 2 for 2, double, single, 2 walks. So Gino a ball away here from reaching base in all 4 at-bats. The 3-1 from Kiner-Falefa is in there for a strike, 3-2. Kiner-Falefa looks like he has some idea what he's doing. He's not just lobbing. He's throwing 76. I mean, it's just a fastball. But the 3-2, swing and a miss by Eugenio Suarez. That was actually kind of a nasty pitch from Kiner-Falefa, 79. It looked like it had some movement to it, too. 2 quick outs here. That's got to be a little tough for Gino, but he's had a good game, and hopefully he can smile knowing the Mariners are up 10-0. Logan Gilbert and Kyle Gibson tomorrow night. Logan, 14 starts, 4-4, 4.31 ERA, 84 strikeouts, 16 walks. Gibson in 15 starts is 8-4, 3.94 ERA, 65 strikeouts, 27 walks. Mike Ford's going to pop up on the first pitch, and the Mariners are going to go down 1-2-3 in like 8 pitches against Isaiah Kiner Falefa. I was hoping maybe we get some runs here. Damn, we'll still manage 14K today. Did the Mariners strike out 14 times today? Did they really? You're good. Well, I think Rooftop's just having some fun. Yeah, I know. Willie, me and you agree, actually. I'm on the same page with you. We agree on Scott 100%, actually. So we're on the same page. My thing is, like, I don't necessarily know if Scott's good or bad. I just know that, like, the core's got to be better. The core of this team has to be better. It was the Marks Langston trade. Okay. Mixing up. Yeah, that was good. And I don't know, like a lot of this, I really, 95 was kind of when I first got into it a little bit. So that was kind of my first forte into the Mariners. Nice to see that. Yeah, agreed. They struck out maybe 10 Ks with 5. Did they really strike out 14 times today? I feel like that's not. I believe I'm not believing. It just doesn't seem like it. I guess when you score a lot of runs and stuff, you don't notice it as much. They did. They struck out 14 times. Wow, good call on that, Flick. Here's the thing with the strikeouts for me, and it's not good. Like, I'm not glad they're striking out, but I think it's just how this team is. Like you said, maybe get it to like 10 strikeouts with 5 walks. This team is going to strike out. It's got strikeout guys. They've got power hitters that are going to K. Gino's going to K. Teo's going to K. Even Julio to an extent. Those are guys that are just Cal. Cal's a guy that's going to strike out a little bit. So it's going to happen. But it's like tonight. They got the 10 runs. Yeah, they still struck out, but they were able to put some runs on the board. That's really what I want. I can deal with the strikeouts as long as you're scoring and doing big things. So we are heading to the bottom of the 9th here. I imagine it'll still be Chris Flexen. Although Sewald, Munoz, those guys haven't pitched in a while. You could use one of them just to get through it. It'll be Chris Flexen staying on the mound to pitch the 2nd inning as we head to the bottom 9th. I'll do a little post-game show once this is over. I'll just kind of talk about what this hopefully win, means for the Mariners. Anthony Rizzo will lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th. And Flexen's first pitch is in there for a strike at 92. Nice pitch from Flexen there. Hansen set. Okay, so Hansen was actually a Mariners draft pick. Okay. I never heard of him, so I figured it was before 95. But there's also guys, Flexen's 0-1, misses to Rizzo 1-1, that, like when I was a kid in the late 90s, I just don't remember much. 86, William coming in hard with the facts as always. They're trying to get Flex ERA down. Swing and a miss by Rizzo. That was maybe the best pitch Flexen thrown all season. Flexen doesn't have any value right now. It's the problem. He's just, there's not much you're going to get from Chris Flex outside of a bag of peanuts. Good, yeah, no, with that Baltimore offense, good point. I'm with you. Let Flexen finish this. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Langston trade was Randy Holman and Gene Harris. Okay. Yeah, that was before my time. Like, for me, Randy was always a Mariner. I don't remember Randy in Montreal. The 2-2. And Rizzo will take it 3-2. Rizzo got to be sitting dead red fastball here. Yankee Stadium has emptied. Even the seats behind home plate. I would never leave. If I had a seat behind home plate, I'm staying for the whole game. I'm soaking that in. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4, unless he went. He did not. So Flexen walks Rizzo to lead off the 9th inning. Flexen mad at himself, as he should be, with walking someone in a 10-0 game. I got TBI. Dude, you always come in good with memory, William. You always bring in good info, so it seems pretty good to me. But, I'm the same way. I remember bits and pieces sometimes in places, so it's hard to put it all together sometimes. Here is Oswaldo Cabrera. He sends a fly ball to right field. Jared Kelenic is there, and he'll make the play for out number 1. I'm off for the night. Stefan, man, thank you for coming as always. Appreciate you bringing the good comments, good stuff, man. Thank you for stopping in. Have a great night. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for Mariners and O's from the friendly confines of Camden Yards, another park that would definitely be on my bucket list. This is, I believe it's Kiner Falefa, the pitcher, hitting. He sends a ball deep to left field. Going back is more to the track, to the wall, and that ball is gone. Chris Flexen just cannot do it. He just cannot have a clean, couple innings. I believe that was Kiner Falefa. It's a 2-run home run. It is the Mariners 10 and the Yankees 2. So Stefan getting the final goodbyes. I mean, Wes, if it's 2 more outs, I just let Flexen finish this. But it is frustrating. Flexen certainly just the poor guy just cannot get, through an outing without giving up runs. It is just tough to watch sometimes. Here is Billy McKinney. He'll step in. He'll send a ground ball into the hole for a base hit. Obviously, this just, it's just, I don't know. Chris Flexen is just, it is what it is. Mariners still 2 outs away. McKinney with a 1-out single. Well, and the worst thing you want to do here is for Scott to have to get somebody up in the bullpen. I forgot who it was Stefan or Flick that was saying you're going to probably need the bullpen against the Orioles, and I think you're right. So you don't want to have to burn another arm here, regardless of who it is, even if it's someone that's just not as prominent. Bader steps in, swings and misses, strike 1. Yeah, shutout gone. Good news is still looks like they'll get the W pending. So, but yeah, frustrating to see. Here's Flexen's 0-1. That's going to be a line drive caught by Dylan Moore. That was hit hard. Even the outs are hit hard. 2 away. Mariners 1 out away from victory here. Good game. This has been a good game all around for the Mariners. Good hitting, great pitching. Brian Wu is 1 out away from his first victory. So congratulations to him, assuming Flexen doesn't give up 9 runs here. I think at some point, eventually they would have Flexen out. So here is, I'm not sure who this is batting. 66. I don't know. Can I get a name? Let's see, because he had Rizzo, Bader. Is this Higashioka? I think it's Higashioka. Doesn't look like him, though. Is that Higashioka? Flexen's 0-1. He is fouled away, 0-2. Mariners are 1 strike away from salvaging a game in the series, moving within 4 of the wild card. And despite some of the stuff that's gone wrong coming out of Yankee Stadium, feeling pretty good. It is Higashioka. And Flexen is ready in his 0-2. Line drive, foul down the line. We'll do it again. How long has this game been going? We're approaching, despite everything, this game has not gone 3 hours. Despite that crazy long 3rd inning and everything that's happened here, even this game is not at 3 hours yet. It just shows you how much faster these games are moving. I will say after the 4th inning, there was just nothing going on. Not a lot of base runners or anything. Flexen's 0-2 to Higashioka is fouled away. The game will not end. I'll do a quick post-game recap as soon as this game is over. Talk about it a little bit as the Mariners will likely be here and be moving to 4 games within the wild card. And I'm with Rooftop. I think this might have been a season-saving win. Isaiah Kiner Falefa, shutout inning and then a home run. That misses low 1-2. Reminds me of when Luis Torrens won the game as his pitcher last year in that game against the Tigers. If the Yankees can score 9, Kiner Falefa would get the W. The 1-2 from Flexen to Higashioka. Be Flexen's 29th pitch of the night. Nice to see Big Flex finish this off. His pitch is low, 2-2. Flexen rubbing down the baseball. Got a couple comments. I will get to them as soon as this game concludes, which is hopefully right here. People behind in the seats waving. Some kids. The 2-2. Foul ball again. So Higashioka certainly making Flexen earn this final out. Nice at bat for him. Not giving up. It'll be 2-2 once again from Flexen to Kyle Higashioka. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the Seattle Mariners have knocked off the New York Yankees by a count of 10-2. They salvaged the final game in this series. A big win for the team. Brian Wu, congratulations to him. He gets his first win as a professional. Let me get to some of the comments I haven't read. Higashioka, yes. One more strike, Wesley. They got it. Game over. Absolutely. Yep, great performance. Agreed 100%. Halama, yes, it was Halama, Carlos Guillen, and Freddie Garcia for Randy. Actually ended up being a really good trade for the Mariners, all things considered. So a quick post game. You guys have any questions, fire them away. Any comments you want to, fire them away. The Mariners defeat the Yankees tonight 10-2. A game I think they had to have. I really do. Good fight, good night. That they battled after a tough loss yesterday, which I was very critical of this team yesterday for how they performed. They battled back. They get a big win. A game I think they had to have. They lose this, they're 6 games out of a playoff spot. Now they're 4. That's doable. 6, I don't know, but 4 you can make work. So a real nice win for the team. A little momentum hopefully going into Baltimore for them, which they're going to need. And hopefully they can get a series win here. They feel like they're close. It does. It feels like this team is close to getting something going. They just haven't gotten that next big hit, step, whatever you want to call it. They kind of do this and they kind of drop back off again. So hopefully, they can keep this going here and grab a win and grab a couple wins in Baltimore and get this thing cooking. This was a big win for them. Yesterday was really, as much as yesterday was disappointing, today felt good because I wasn't sure. This was a tough spot for Brian Wu, in Yankee Stadium, and he really showed up. He did what Luis Castillo, what you were expecting from him. Everybody K's except Cobby, JP too. Yeah, even JP a little bit. You're right. Like Cobby doesn't. Ty France isn't much of a strikeout guy, but even he'll do it occasionally. But definitely some big strikeout guys in there. Play Baltimore next. Yeah, if you can find a way to win that series in Baltimore, keep this momentum going, get 2 out of 3, get back to 500, come home to pay a Nationals team that's not very good. That's not a knock on them or anything, but it's just the facts. And if they can, do that and, cut this 4-game lead to 3, cut it to 2 and hang around. Give yourself a chance here. So, agreed on Ty. Teo getting the interview. If you guys don't have any other questions or anything, any other comments you want to make, I'm going to head out. I'm exhausted. I need to go eat. And then we'll be back tomorrow night. No post-game video tonight. It's just going to be this live stream. JP said he thinks he'll be ready to go tomorrow. So hopefully he'll be back out there tomorrow. If not, I would imagine worst case scenario is he'd miss the series in Baltimore. But, if Colton Wong can keep doing what he did tonight, maybe it's a sign of things to come. Nice game for Colton. Nice game for Teo. 4 home runs for the Mariners, tied a season high. Brian Wu gets his first win. A really, really nice all-around win. Absolutely, Flick. Thank you for being here for pretty much the whole thing. William, Wesley, Flick, Christian. Who else was in here? Moses was in here as always. Who else am I missing that was in here? Stefan, when he left, he was in here. Thank you guys. Rooftop, as always, for joining. Appreciate you guys being in here and hanging out with me. Made it a fun night. Go Mariners, and I will see you guys next time. Yeah, Randy was wild. He was. I do know that. I do know he was not, didn't just come up and start dominating, but he was wild. He had some control issues for sure. So, the big unit, 6'10", and miss Randy. Man, those are good times growing up in that era. So I will see you guys all later. Like I said, shout out to all you guys. Have a good night. And as always, go Mariners. Take care, everybody. Stefan. Oh, yeah, I got him. Good night, everybody. Peace.